I'm playing a woodwind instrument. I'm Japanese. I love Hulk Hogan's dick.
$16.51 from PayPal. $110.09 from PayPal.
He mashed the button and got a random throw. I hate my job. Oh, no, you didn't, you motherfucking piece of shit cocksucker. Mark my fucking words. I'm coming for you. I'm gonna find out who the fuck you are. You motherfucker. You are fucked. Let this be noticed live on the internet. You're fucked. And you are done. I need that money. I really do. I need that money. Pay my bills. Ziggy Piggy's back. What do I do? When the game first came out, I said, you know, you're going to have a version of Street Fighter 2 in it, great. You're going to have Darkstalkers in it, great. But are you going to have any other consistent... If I could get down on my hands and knees and say thank you and still be on camera,
games being
played
online? And the answer has always been no, actually. You know, really, when it comes down to it, they kind of goofed. Having every version of Darkstalkers online just creates confusion, makes it hard to find opponents, because people are playing all different versions of the game, rather than knowing which one to play. Let's see what happens, guys. So tonight, as you guys know, let's make it an interactive and fun stream. Let's talk a bit. If you guys want to chat while I try to wait and see if we can find matches, I would love that. I don't know if we're even going to find any matches tonight, to be honest. We'll see what happens. But you guys know the ways to support my streams. Liking the stream is great. You know, adding likes and having engagement so how we can catch some more people. Right now, we're trying to get 200. We don't even have 200 viewers right now. I'm not surprised considering we're playing such an old collection. You know, super chat, super stickers, memberships, give the memberships, tips, all appreciated. It would be great to possibly hit some, you know, goals tonight. We'll see what happens. All right. But in the meantime, thank you all for being here. Slayer, good evening. It's good to see you. One Piece was really, really great. I did not get to read your email because you sent it early in the morning. I didn't have time to read it before I got started with my day. I will have to try to read your emails before I play it again on Sunday. But I appreciate the tip, the $1 tip this morning. Hello, Darth Goldbach. How are you? Go Team Venture, how are you? How's everyone tonight? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're all doing well. You're ready to chill. Because it looks like we may likely be doing a lot of that and probably not a lot of playing, just being honest. But let's see what we can get going. Let's actually start searching, shall we? By the way, this will be the first time watching me play a fighting game like this with the new capture setup. So please let me know about the quality. Also let me know about the volume level.
But it always seems like it's a black hole.
Because it always seems like no matter how much we contribute, you're always fighting having problems. You're always very good at what I need to do, right? I agree with you. Let's see here. Well, good evening, Haseo. How are you? Good evening, fan of Lovecraft. Welcome. X-Shooter, welcome. How's everyone doing? Hello, Dodge Crazy 7 says, hope you're doing well. I am doing well. Thank you, Dodge Crazy 7. Welcome to the stream. So Frozen Heart says, would I consider doing bounties in other games other than just Warzone? Here's the thing. Bounties don't really apply to offline games. They can't really. When you think about it, there's no real way that you'll be able to do it because I'm trying to do a narrative-based playthrough or make progress. I'm not going to now hinder my playthrough.
I love
what the
dick.
Huh? So now I can't play games online is what they're telling me. Are you serious? Wait a minute. Apparently, I can't play games online. Hold on a second. Yeah, hold on a second here. Hold on. I just want to be sure it doesn't show my payment information, so hold on. Give me a second.
My laugh sounds like ack. So when I laugh and I go...
Alright, yeah, it's not bad. I was actually very nervous.
No, it sounds nothing like that at all.
Yeah, this is pretty dumb. It's PlayStation Plus bullshit. Like, I'm trying to think. Hold on a second here. Let me think about this. Oh, look what I did. I turned off my webcam. I didn't actually turn off the video feed, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway, but thank God it didn't show anything, right? So I'm trying to think, what games do I play online at all? Like, at all? Nothing, right? Like, this would be the only game I play online. Everything else that I play online, if you think about the online connectivity and things, Call of Duty, and of course that's on Xbox, right? Because I'm thinking, I could drop the 10 right now, but what's the point? If this is the only game I'm playing, it's really a waste of money, a waste of time, I feel. So maybe I shouldn't do this. Switch to Xbox. No one plays this on Xbox. I'm not kidding you. We switch to Xbox right now, I will not find a single opponent. There will be no one playing this game.
I don't have money to do it. I don't have money to do it. I don't have money to do it. I
put myself between a rock and a hard place.
I don't have money to do it. I don't have money to do it.
I did. I put myself between a rock and a hard place here. Wily Coyote, enjoy your time out. Don't ever mention that ever again on my stream. Thanks, you stupid idiot. Okay. Yeah, I know they got me trapped because I wasn't expecting to have to do this. I wasn't. So, and I really don't feel like dropping $10, I'm trying to think, like, what else do I play online? Nothing. I play literally nothing on my PlayStation right now. If you think of the games coming out...
So if you're going to be an asshole, you're going to be treated like an asshole. You're going to be shown the
games that are coming out in the next couple of months. Hold on. Hold on, because I have it here, right? No, wrong thing. We just did the game schedule. Let's look at the game schedule together, shall we? So, Dead Space Remake, no multiplayer. SpongeBob, no multiplayer. Hogwarts, no multiplayer. Atomic Hearts, no. Like a Dragonetian, no. No. Wow. So, if I drop $10 for PS Plus to play this tonight, I might actually not get anything out of it whatsoever. Besides. Like, I might literally never in the next month play it. Well, that sucks. No, what must have happened was, as you guys know, I've not been doing my PS Plus. I told you that I was premium over the summer. And basically after that, I totally laughed. But for some really weird reason, I was still able to play a few games online. Like this, I actually played this a few times online, and they didn't make me renew it. So I was like, I'll just, until they make me renew it, I'm not going to renew it. But now here we are. It's many months later. It's the new year. And I'm like, I'm totally not going to play anything else online. So, and by the way, there was no guarantee that we were actually going to get gameplay of this anyway. Right? Like, there was no guarantee we were going to get matches. Like I said, I was just going to chill with you guys. So, that sucks. Because I was totally down for this. And I really don't see the point of dropping $10 for one night just to play a few people. This blows. For those saying go to Xbox, you have to understand something. No one plays this game on Xbox. I can show you. If you really don't believe me, I can show you that absolutely no one plays this on Xbox at all. Like 0 people. Yeah. All right. Well, I think we're done with this. I really don't see the logic in dropping, $10 to play this one night. And you know what I mean? I just don't see the point. What I was hoping for is the rumor was true, because there is a strong rumor that not Capcom Fighting Collection, but there's actually a strong rumor that the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection is actually going to hit Game Pass this month at some point. Okay? And if that's the case, that means there would be a large amount of new players kind of going in to play that game. And if that's the case, that would be excellent. That would kind of be best case scenario, because then, I could play that again. Which, by the way, it's not great, but on Xbox, it's better than the PlayStation version. It has less bugs, but yeah, I don't know. A lot of people were saying that it's fake and it's not real. It's not a real deal. And if that's the case, then, it is what it is, I guess. All right, I guess let's swap over to Xbox for the sake of argument, but you guys are going to see no one plays this game on Xbox. I'll try it, but you can't find a single person playing it. But we'll try it. It's better than nothing. Oh, system software update initialized, even though I didn't tell it to. I didn't tell it to do this. It's doing a system software update. What the fuck? Don't turn off your PS5. Don't insert or eject discs. I didn't give the PS5 permission to do that. It just did it. So I guess I'm stuck. I have to wait now. Yeah, I actually have to wait. Am I able to increase the delay on video feed and sound from capture card so it's in sync with echo from the neck phones? No, because the neck phones is live for me, so I can hear the audio. There's no way that would work. You understand? The only way that it would be in sync is if the audio I heard was delayed from what I'm seeing, in which case I can't play the game. So that's not possible. Yeah. The only other thing is I can delay the audio, but then it won't be in sync with the webcam either. Because here's the thing, everything's different. The speed of the capture device is different than the speed of the webcam. You see? They're not in sync. I think the webcam is less delayed than the capture device. Because I think the webcam is 200 millisecond delay, or 300, but the capture device we have 400 or more. So they're not in sync. Without being in sync, I can never perfectly align them. It will never work. If I were to delay the audio, now the audio that you hear will not be in sync with the webcam. So I'll always be desynced with the webcam. You see? So there's got to be something wrong. It's either going to be there's an echo, or there's going to be a desync of audio between webcam and me talking, or there's going to be a desync of audio between the game and the audio you hear, which obviously that's probably the one you don't want the most, right? So there's really no way around it. It's not a perfect setup. Especially when you're using external devices, miserable. There's always going to be a delay.
Just miserable.
And there's nothing you can really do to fix that. So, all right, so guys, I'm sorry that this happened. Give me a second.
What do I do?
Let me swap to Xbox and boot her up, and we'll try to figure something out. If we just chill and talk, I'm okay with just chilling and talking with you guys for tonight. We actually haven't had a night like that in a long time. It's been several months, okay? And I apologize because I had every intention of playing it, and I forgot about the stupid PlayStation Plus bullshit. That is so dumb. Okay. Let me swap over. I guarantee you we're not going to find any matches on Xbox. That game has never been played. It never had a player base. All right. Okay, swap here, swap here. Dead air. All right, and then I don't know if this will turn it on or not. I don't think so. No, it doesn't. Oh, it does. Oh shit! I didn't even know that would work. Well, that was cool. I had no idea that would work. It's just so weird how different these consoles are. So the PlayStation 5 refuses to turn on with any peripheral but a PS5 controller. like the joystick won't even affect it. Here on Xbox, this just turned on like no problem. Just I use my joystick, it's like it's on. I don't know, weird. Okay. Anyway, so someone had asked me, they were saying about these bounties. They were saying, would you do bounties in games other than Modern Warfare? Well, I would if there was another multiplayer game where we could do them. Like, if we were doing Street Fighter and it was actually freaking working, and you guys said, hey, I challenge you to get 5 straight wins. And if you get 5 straight wins, you know, there'll be a bounty for you. Then I'd be like, okay, let's do that. That sounds good to me. Or, you know, pick this character you're not so good with, but still get a win. I would do that. Those would be interesting bounties to me. But the problem is we don't have a version of Street Fighter that works. Right? We don't. We actually don't have a version of Street Fighter that consistently works. That's a huge problem. If we did, then it wouldn't be an issue, but we just don't, you know? All right, let's boot her up, and you guys are going to see this doesn't even work. And by the way, I have a lot of shout-outs to do now, because contributions have come in, and I want to shout these out. Exactly. Not until Street Fighter 6. When Street Fighter 6 comes out, then we'll have consistency. Then we'll have, you know, Street Fighter to play. Right now, we literally don't have a version of Street Fighter to play with this constant comp. That's obviously a huge problem. Right? So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to do this. I know for a fact it's not going to work. So let's get it searching. Here. How do I add these? No. The Y. There you go. Yeah. So here we go. So all that does, let's do shout-outs. We start off with Cyber Showdown to the Super Chat. I've been watching you since 2008 when I was in high school. It's been a long road. Why not try Tormented Souls or Daycare? We played Tormented Souls when it was new. What was it, last year? Or a year before? Whenever it was, we played. I did a full playthrough of it. I loved it. I thought it was a really good game. I think it was 2 years ago now. That was a really good game. You check that full playthrough out right here on DSP Gaming. You're supposed to be following the game. I don't know what Daycare is. That one I've never heard of. So that one I can't answer. Okay. All right. Now, as for tips. Our first of the night is $2 tip.
I really do. I need that money to pay my bills.
From Shim Blacks, it's good to see you back for a fighting game. Have fun. Get a Final Atomic Buster for me. God bless. Shim Black, it looks like we're probably not playing fighting games tonight, which sucks. But what can you do, right? I had every intention, but it's not looking too good because I'm not paying $10 just to play one night of the Capcom Fighting Collection. It's probably a really bad idea. And this game has literally no players. Like, literally 0.
It's none of anyone's business.
We're probably not playing anyone tonight, but thank you for the tip. Okay. And then we've got a $20 tip from Brett F. He says, I've enjoyed watching you. You're good people. Well, thank you, Brett F, for a $20 tip and positive words. I appreciate that, Brett. That is so far our second tip of the night and, of course, the biggest. So let's get you up on the leaderboard, Brett. Awesome. Oops. Well, I can't type correctly tonight for some reason. Thank you, Brett. And you are welcome, Jade. Says, thanks for playing One Piece. You're welcome, Jade. I really liked it today. I can't wait for more on Sunday. And then we got a $1.50 tip from The Scrub. I was watching your 2007 EVO Finals against Seth Killian. It's cool how the crowd went absolutely nuts when you won the final match. By the way, my name is The Scrub. Well, thank you to The Scrub. Yeah, there's very few EVO videos up of me, and the reason is back then no one recorded. They weren't even doing direct capture or anything. Like, seriously, there was nothing like today at all back then. All right? And, oh, excuse me. There was, no streams, no mainstream direct capture, nothing. All right? So, kind of annoying that, you know, my legacy as a Street Fighter competitive player was never really archived anywhere. In fact, that very files you're talking about, were lost. Half of them are lost. It says, oh, we didn't even get to end.
Not gonna lie.
Like that. And it's like, what? Yeah, they didn't even do it. Like, they missed half of it because they weren't recording right, you know. It is what it is. I was before the era of everything being documented online, right? Blah 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 blah, and a couple other 2-3 other people in the 2006 Anniversary Edition finals, Hyper Street Fighter 2 Anniversary Edition, which is what this game has. So those finals are online for EVO East. And then EVO East 2007 Yeah, me versus Seth Killian, I think, is up there. And I think maybe me versus... I don't know if Justin Wong is on there for that yet. I know it's me versus Justin in 2006. But it's really not good quality. You know, it's like very bootleg. Alright, Cyber Showdown did another Super Chases. Actually, I meant Daymare 1998. Already played that too. Those are 2 playthroughs I've already done. And they're live here on DSP Gaming. You can watch them on demand, whatever you would like. I didn't ban Wile E. Coyote, and if you ask again, I'm going to ban you. Because I didn't actually ban him. You're an idiot. You should stop trying to nag me about dumb shit like that. I can moderate whoever I want on my stream who's acting like an asshole. So there you go. What was for dinner? Hot dogs. Nothing special. Yeah, see, I told you, there's nothing here. That was ranked. You go to casual, right? There's just no one playing this game. You remember when I bought this and it was new last year, there was no one
So if you're
playing
going to be an
this
asshole,
game.
you're going to be
It's
treated
just
like
dead
an
on
asshole.
Xbox.
You're going to be shown the door.
We're on PlayStation, and I'm not dropping $10 to play against them tonight. What's up, Kevin? How are you tonight? Welcome. You love hot dogs? Hot dogs are pretty good. We usually eat turkey dogs. Because they're much healthier than hot dogs. But if we're gonna eat hot dogs, we eat Nathan's hot dogs, like real beef hot dogs.
Wow, what a moron. Maybe you shouldn't have just stood still. Paid attention,
See?
dumbass.
See, here's why this happened. So a lot of people don't understand.
the
The reason that this happened is because Street Fighter V was only on PlayStation and PC. There was no Xbox version. So for an entire Street Fighter generation, everyone who played Street Fighter played it on PlayStation, and no one had it on
Someone had
Xbox.
too much chili at
That's
Wendy's.
1,000,000% Capcom's fault. That was a real big misstep in my opinion. Street Fighter 4 was cross-platform. You had people playing it on every version of everything. Shit, they had Street Fighter 4 for fucking mobile device on your phone, right? And now, you know, the Street Fighter 5 just kind of ruined everything for everyone. It kind of fucked everything up for fighting games, you know. Idiots. So, no one bought this on Xbox, so you can't find anyone to play. What a waste of time. See? Custom active, watch, it's gonna be nobody. Ready? Ready? So, cross region on. Any, either, any. Watch, no one found. All right, fuck
you gonna
this.
just
I
complain
guess
all
we're
night
done. I
this
guess we're just
week,
gonna
then?
chill. I don't know what else to do because the only other suggestion people were saying is Warzone. I played Warzone last night. I don't want to play it again. We're playing it again on Monday. That's enough of Warzone for me. You know, we might just have to chill and talk. There's nothing else to do. There's no version of Street Fighter to play now. That's the real problem. There's no version of fucking Street Fighter to play out there. What a waste of time, right? And also I'm going to drop money to play it once and probably get 3 matches. And it's the same people.
What?
Sucks. It sucks. But that's life.
What do I do?
I really wish they would have put that game on Game Pass. That would have been great to play the 30th Anniversary Collection on Xbox on Game Pass. The Xbox version of the 30th Anniversary Collection of Street Fighter doesn't have the bugs that the PlayStation version does, because you can ban people from your lobbies because of Xbox Live allows you
I need
to.
that money. I really do.
You
I
don't
need
have
that
the bug
money.
that crashes
Pay
the
my
lobbies
bills.
either. Yeah. So, well, it is what it is. There's nothing you can do. I'm not, you know, what's the point now? There's no point. There's no Game Pass night. If I go into Game Pass, we don't have time to play Game Pass games. We already know what we're doing, right? Here's what we're doing coming up. One Piece Odyssey. Oblivion starts tomorrow. We're finishing Resident Evil 1 Remake. And then after that, we're
Hype
doing
train.
another survival horror game, either Resident Evil 0 or Signalis. Like, we know what we're doing for 2 weeks. Then we know it's going to be Dead Space Remake. Then we know we know all the new games coming out, and we know what we're doing. What's the point of doing a Game Pass night if we find games that are good and I never play them? Like, that happened. Did you know?
Massively strong.
Echo Generation is no longer on Game Pass. Yeah. And that was one that I was really interested in playing, and we never got around to it, and it's gone. And it's a problem. If you don't play stuff on Game Pass within like a month or two, it's completely gone. For good. It's literally gone forever. Because they don't ever usually renew it. I think the only thing they brought back was the Yakuza games. That was it. Yeah. So it sucks because, you know, it would be a waste of time. Look at all these games that look good. I'm not playing any of them. I don't have time to play them right now. And the next thing you know, they're all removed, right? Yeah, it kind of sucks, guys. What are you going to do? I guess what we'll have to do is announce it. I'll probably post up. My nose is itching me bad tonight, by the way. I don't know why. Here we go. All right, well, it is what it is. No, I'm not doing Call of Duty multiplayer because the whole point of tonight was supposed to be chill interaction with you guys. When I play Call of Duty multiplayer, I literally can't talk with you guys at all because I got to pay attention to the game. So I'm definitely not. That's a definite no. That's something I'm very not interested in doing.
That's stupid little kitty
Okay.
shit.
All right, let's swap over, and then let me tell everyone that we're chilling for a little bit today. We got a lot of open Q&A tonight, I guess. We'll talk. We'll hang. We'll talk.
Grow up.
All right. All right. Hold on a second here. Here we go. Isn't it weird how the lighting completely changes when I change the aspect ratio of this camera? I have no idea why. That doesn't make any sense, but it totally changes how it looks. It doesn't make any sense at all, actually. It's like it's using a different camera or something.
Look
I
at
don't
them.
know.
Look at them. Come on. You gotta be kidding.
Okay. All right, here's what we'll do. It changes color
What do
space
I
when you go
do?
between modes. Why would it do that? Why not just use the same color space despite the resolution? That doesn't, you know what I mean? That would be like saying, okay, I have a capture device and it's capturing from my console. So when I do 1080p, it looks great. And then if I wanted to do 720p, it just completely distorts all the colors for no good reason. Like, why would it do that? It's so weird to me. I don't know. It confuses the shit out of me. Purple Priggle Yum Yum did a super test his thoughts on Andrew Tate. I have no thoughts on Andrew Tate, thankfully. I never even knew who he was. And then basically he hit the news for like a day. And after that, I was like, oh, good. I never need to hear about this idiot ever again. Good. Never again will I ever have to be bothered by hearing this man's name. So I'm very happy about that. So hold on. Allow me to post up. Let me do a bunch of things. Watch this. Friday night chill. Open Q&A fun. There we go. We renamed the stream Friday night chill. I wonder if I can find a funny thumbnail to put in here. Hold on a second here. Can I put on like a stupid thumbnail? That makes absolutely no sense.
Fun.
Oh God. Oh God, this is a really bad thumbnail. I wonder if this would work if I did it. If they would let me do it. They probably won't let me do it because it's not the right aspect ratio. I'm gonna see if this works. Oh my God. I'm using this. Where do you see this thumbnail? Yo, this is the stupidest thumbnail ever. Because this was a test photo I did with my camera to see the quality. Like in the middle of last year. Yo, this is the best. Are you ready? This is so bad. And I gotta change it from gaming to people and blogs. Okay, I'm gonna hit save, and you guys are gonna see this new thumbnail. You ready for this shit? Oh my God, look at that.
It's none of anyone's business.
I know when you guys see it, you're gonna laugh your asses off. I just gotta see when it appears. It's so bad. It's not a good picture in any way. It's not very flattering. Okay, so now what I need to do, I guess no one's seen it yet. I guess what I need to do is...
oh, here we go. Now he's talking about
I need
WWE
to-
champions. So he's a piece of
Did you
shit.
see it?
You piece of donkey shit.
It looks like a
How
YouTube
about
short.
this?
Yeah, because it was with my phone.
How about
It was
this?
a stupid picture I just took with my
WWE
phone like
champions.
this to test my
All right.
phone. That was before I was doing YouTube shorts and
WWE
stuff.
champions
That it's
lives
older.
rent-free in
It's an older
your
picture.
motherfucking head.
All right, anyway.
I don't think about WWE champions. You do.
Is that my mugshot?
You probably
Yes.
know way more about the fucking game
All right,
than
so
I
what I'm
ever
gonna
will.
do-
Because you're an idiot.
All right,
You're
I'm
an
going
obsessed
to
loser.
basically repost this stream.
Okay, then.
What I need to do is get the link to the stream. How the fuck do I do that? I think I gotta do this. Excuse me. Here we go. Oh my God, it's the worst thumbnail. That is it's so bad. Look at my neck in the thumbnail. The lighting's totally different, so my neck looks like it's like pasty white, but my face looks like I have makeup on, which I don't. It's just bad lighting in that thumbnail. That is so bad. That is ridiculously bad looking. You know what? I don't know why. I'm so stupid. I'm doing it on my laptop and I could just do it like this. This is really dumb of me that I did that. So, okay, here we go. I could easily do it like this. So I'm going to say change of plans. We are now going to just do a chill session of open Q&A live on stream tonight. Swing by and ask me anything. Join the convo. Oops, join the convo. And let's have a good time. Here we go. That is a hell of a thumbnail. For some reason, it's not reflected on Twitter. It's showing the old thumbnail. I don't know why, but it's definitely showing on YouTube itself. It's showing this new thumbnail. God, that is a bad thumbnail. Okay, so my eye's burning now. Great. All right, let's get my eye to stop burning. Let me get the chat up, and then we can start just chilling. Okay. Sound good? Hope so. Oh, hold on. Let me do this, and then we will start. My eyes. Ah. All right, guys, ready? Here we go. All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome to a completely impromptu stream. Here's the deal. It's Friday. It's actually January 13th. It's oh my God! It's Friday the 13th. Of course, my late stream didn't go down like I wanted. It's Friday the 13th. That makes perfect sense. Now, I'm not superstitious, but if there was a day when things were going to go wrong and stuff wasn't going to go according to plan, it was going to be Friday the 13th. Of course it was. All right? So, it's Friday the 13th, 2023, and I was going to do a late night stream of Friday Night Fights. Now, I haven't done this in a long time. For those who don't know what Friday Night Fights is,
Are you a functional retard?
I used to do a weekly late night stream every Friday night of old school Street Fighter. And at first, for many years, it was me playing this game called the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. And then in 2022, a new game came out called the Capcom Fighting Collection. So we did that for a while. But what ended up happening was two things. Number one, I got very busy with the new releases of the fall. So I didn't really have time to do it right now.
Miserable.
And then in addition to that,
Just miserable.
Sadly, the collection just died. People stopped playing it. And with no player base to speak of, there were some nights that I tried to play it, and I would sit here and play, for only an hour out of the 2 hours I was here, and the other half I would just sit around.
Blah 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 blah.
And so I just stopped doing it for a while. Now there is a rumor, and I really feel it's just a rumor, that they're going to take that Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection from many years ago, and they're going to put it on Game Pass. If they do, that's kind of like cool for us, because that would be a new way for me to play classic Street Fighter and have a new player base to play with. I don't necessarily believe it. I don't think that it's true. I think that it's going to end up kind of being a lie or a rumor that's not going to come to fruition. All right? So tonight, we were going to do a one-off stream of Friday Night Fights. I was going to bring back the Capcom Fighting Collection, but I forgot something. And it's, I'll take partial blame for this, but not whole blame. So here's the thing. I was always an ongoing subscriber to PlayStation Plus for the longest time. But this console generation, most games that have been cross-platform, I've now bought on my Xbox rather than on my PlayStation. So, for example, the games that I play multiplayer right now, like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, I'm playing that on my Xbox Series X, and therefore, I don't have the need to have PlayStation Plus. So I had PlayStation Plus Premium during the summer. I tried it out. Remember, we did all those test games and stuff that's on the Premium service, and what was it, Platinum or whatever, the highest level? And after that expired, I basically turned off the auto renew.
Oh no,
and the weirdest thing happened.
Oh no.
There was actually a couple nights during the fall, all right, when I still played Street Fighter and it still worked online. I wasn't paying for it, but the service was still enabled. It was all like it said you didn't have PlayStation Plus, but I was still able to play the game online. So I think what it was some kind of a loophole where if you had PlayStation Plus Platinum, it kept you online for like a month or two extra. I don't know, but that was many months ago. So I haven't renewed PlayStation Plus in a very long time. And so tonight, I had completely forgotten, all right, that I basically don't have PlayStation Plus anymore. So I turned it on to play it tonight, and it's like, oh, you gotta pay. And I was like, dude, it's $10 a month. $10 to play for 1 night. And the thing is, if I paid the $10 and we guaranteed to have a good night in the game, and we had consistent gameplay and good comp, that'd be one thing. But that game already fell apart last year. There were nights when we tried to play it, and like I said, we played 45 minutes out of over 2 hours of me trying to play it. That's definitely not worth it, okay? So, sorry about that. I had planned for Friday Night Fights. What a coincidence that it's Friday the 13th and things go wrong. But instead, we're just going to do some Q&A, and that's what this video is going to be. I'm just going to do one video. We'll do open Q&A with the audience. We'll have some fun, some back and forth. I'll shout out contributions. We'll have a chill time. I actually haven't had a stream like this in a long time. We had a few of them in the early fall, like when the hardcore gaming season was beginning. We had a few nights like this, but it's been a while. It's been a while since we did a night like this. And so we'll see what you guys want to chat about tonight. I have no idea. It'll be good to get some topics maybe discussed. In the meantime, let's start with, and by the way, yeah, that's true, Overpower Boone. This is the first time you're actually doing a whole Q&A stream like this with your new lighting. Look how different it looks, right? You want the red? Because we were going to do red for Street Fighter. You can do any color you guys want, right? Look, any color you want, you can have. Here, blue. Blue looks sweet. Here, you got Bifrost blue. Actually, deep blue. Wow, that looks good. That looks real good, no? Do you still want the red at the bottom? We could do it. This is the cool thing about my stream setup now. This shit is fully customizable. Look how cool this is, right? Purple? You want to try purple? Purple almost looks like blue. Like, this is purple. This is violet. This is dark blue. They're almost identical. You see that? So the purple, it doesn't really stand out that well, I don't feel. I like the dark blue. Right? Do you want... Here, hold on a second. This is how cool. Now, I never had shit like this, and all of a sudden, it's like overnight, I get full adaptability on all my stuff. Look at this. Right? Now we can do this. Boom. Boom. Now we're ready for Q&A. Look at that. Gorgeous. I like my new setup, man. My new setup's sweet. I'm having a great time. Anyway, let's do shout-outs because we got a lot of shout-outs to do. Let's start off on the YouTube side of stuff. So we've got... excuse me. What the hell are you talking about? We've got Cyber Showdown did a super chat. Says, why not Minecraft or try Reaver?
What do I do?
I'm not doing any random gameplay tonight. There's no point. No one knows that I was doing it. It would just end up being a waste of time. And it's also something that I have no time to continue if we like it because I have a packed schedule right now. So there's no point. We'll just do Q&A. I haven't done this in many months. Rick Perez did a super chat. How come you never grow out the beard? I did grow out the beard a decade ago when I first grew this beard. I grew it out and I didn't like it. It was very itchy. I basically go about 6 days and then I really start to feel uncomfortable if I don't shave. Okay. I even at one point was trimming it and trying to keep it at a certain level, like only certain areas. It's just not good. I need to shave it down to a manageable length. I really don't like having a full beard. Purple Pickle Yum Yum did a super chat. When you go bald, will you make bald thumbnails too? Sure. I don't know what you mean by that. Anyway, Wonder McThunder, thank you for the super chat. And then Punk Pina did a super chat and says, GoldenEye 007 is now rumored to release on Game Pass this month. Are any plans for you to play it? I know you played the Wii remake some time ago. You know, it kind of sucks. I wish we knew what was going on. I don't know where all these rumors are coming from. Like I said, there was a rumor that the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection was also going to be on Game Pass, and now it looks like that may be a false rumor. So if we had concrete information about it being on Game Pass, maybe I would be interested. But the fact that it seems like all this stuff is just rumor makes me very skeptical of trying to say I want to do it or not. Right now, like I said, here's the schedule for what we're doing. Okay, tomorrow, the premiere of Oblivion. That now becomes a main playthrough. That's the viewer's choice playthrough. Tomorrow night, the conclusion of Resident Evil 1 Remake. And then the second half of the stream, we're going to determine, do you guys want to see Resident Evil 0 or Signalis next? So we have another survival horror game leading up to the Dead Space remake, okay? Sunday, more One Piece Odyssey. Sunday night, I can't stream because I have to do patron private Q&A, private React videos. Monday, more Oblivion. Yes, more Oblivion. And Monday night, we're going to do Warzone again. And then Tuesday, whatever survival horror game we chose will be the mainstream on Tuesday. And then Tuesday night, we'll either do more Oblivion or we'll do more One Piece. And that's the week. Those games, those 4 games, will be the games we are going to shuffle around and rotate for 2 weeks until Dead Space comes out. And then when Dead Space comes out, that's the feature. And then in February, like every week or every other week, we've got a feature or two. You know, we did the rough schedule where they said, Phil, you know, we contribute to you. So there's always seems like it's a black hole because it always seems like no matter how much we contribute, on February 10th it's Hogwarts Legacy. You're always still in debt and nothing's getting better. I may or may not be doing a special Super Bowl event on Saturday the 11th. Atomic Hearts February 21st, like a Dragon Ishin February 21st, and there's more that month too. So what we'll be doing is balancing. You know, we'll be balancing the playthroughs I'm doing with the new stuff. So, you know, right now, I don't really have time to commit and say, oh, yeah, if 007 comes out, let's play that. And, oh, yeah, let's do this or let's do that. I feel like it makes more sense to commit to what I'm already committing to if we happen to have extra time and we say, hey, you want to squeeze in another extra game here or there? Great. But let's not commit to that because, again, I'm the kind of guy, I don't want to overpromise and then end up under-delivering. I want to be someone who can live up to my expectations and what I've told you I'm going to do, and therefore I don't want to commit to extra games, okay? Fan of Lowcraft did a super chat, says, will you be starting over in Oblivion or continuing on? Or continuing on because we only did 90 minutes, if you remember. It was about 90 minutes of Oblivion that we did during the Christmas Marathon. All we did was character creation, escape the dungeon, and a little bit of overworld roaming, and that's it. So we're going to go right from there, okay? That's right where we're going from. And continuing on the playthrough tomorrow morning. All right? Again, Oblivion is something that I know almost nothing about. I tried playing it once on Xbox. I have my Xbox Red Ring. I tried doing a PC playthrough of it 10 years ago. You guys weren't interested. So this is the first opportunity I'm really going to give it a shot, okay? Okay. All right, let's see here. I don't have money to do it. I don't have money to do it. A $5 tip. I don't have money to do it. 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 Would you be down for playing Resident Evil since you're having no luck with the Capcom Fighting Collection? Not tonight. Because people aren't. Here's the problem with doing stuff like that.
I need that money. I really do. I need that money.
All right, aren't like me. And what I mean by that is a streamer will be like, oh, we don't even know what we're doing tonight. Come by the stream, we'll determine it together, and we'll just do something random. Okay, I don't like doing that. I like giving my viewers consistency, so they know when I'm doing a game, and you know, oh, I want to be there for the conclusion of Resident Evil. I don't want to miss it. Phil said he's doing it Saturday night.
Restreaming you. Oh no.
So you see what I'm saying? Like I commit to that. I treat this like a job, like a work schedule. It's consistent. I want to give you what I promise you. I'm not the kind of guy that like, oh, well, because one thing went wrong tonight, let's now completely shift the schedule around, and anyone who wanted to see the end of Resident Evil gets screwed because they weren't planning on being here tonight. That's just not the kind of guy I am. I think I do take my job more seriously than a lot of other people, because there's even giant streamers, and they're like, just to fuck around. Every night we fuck around. Maybe tonight we'll play this game, we'll play that game. You tell me what to do, that, you know. I don't do that. I want consistency. I want schedules. I want playthroughs that end. You know, not that just go into oblivion because no one cares anymore because it takes too long to get back to them. You know, that's not me. So
stop this.
You know, and some people will disagree, and that's okay. You know, you could disagree with that other kind of work ethic. If you know, I like having a work ethic with the content that I put out. I mean, that's one of the major reasons why, you know, I got noticed back in the day on YouTube, was insane work ethic. You know, I was insanely prolific, putting out, in some cases, 12 hours of gameplay a day for a new release when the date came out, while everyone else, you know, put out a video a day, right? So
it's been pretty slow.
You can disagree with that philosophy, but I don't want to disappoint anyone and play a game like Resident Evil tonight when I said it was tomorrow, and then, oh, I missed it. Why'd you do that, Phil? I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry. I don't want to put anyone in that position. So, okay. Oh, I got a $3 tip here. This one is from Anonymous Tipper. What are some of your favorite years being a video game content maker? I always say the year that resonates with me, one of the years that resonates with me the most. Okay, I'll give you two. All right. First of all, the year of the premiere of Street Fighter 4. And the reason I say that is because that was such a unique year where fighting games were re-emerging as a major medium of a video game. Fighting games for a while had been kind of a niche deal. And when Street Fighter 4 came out, they went mainstream again. But not only was I able to play Street Fighter 4, but I was able to play other games like Super Turbo. Remember, it was Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix. I was able to play, if I remember correctly, around that time they were starting to release other gaming collections, like the Marvel vs. Capcom collection, and Marvel vs. Capcom 2 had an online version. So basically, as I was still playing Street Fighter 4, I was also able to enjoy other fighting games from my past, and everyone was down for it. So that was a special time because it was like fighting game, how can I say, fighting game buffet. Like an all-you-can-eat buffet. Every fighting game, everyone cared. Everyone was excited for it. It was definitely a different time than today, because what's happened in the last 10 years, now fighting games have gone into their own niche again. But what it is the competitive niche, the FGC, right? Back then, it was like, oh, fighting games are just becoming prominent, so anyone can enjoy them, anyone can play them, anyone will watch someone put out content of them. It was a very different time. So I would say that number one, and then the other thing would be whatever year BioShock Infinite came out, because I particularly remember that year was an insanely good year for new releases. Now, if I remember correctly, it might have been 2013, because I think that was the year that I adopted direct capture for the very first time. And I remember putting out these playthroughs, and people were actually on stream for the first time, watching me live. And I just felt special, because every stream I did back then, no exaggeration, every stream I was doing got about 1,000 viewers. Didn't even matter what game I was playing. People just wanted to see me play stuff live. I didn't even interact with my audience. I took them for granted, you know, which was bad. But it was just crazy that there were so many good games that year that I could hold consistency in viewership, and it was just like hit after hit after hit without any duds, which is crazy. Like, so a lot of these years, there's a bunch of duds. That year, there was like no duds. It was like every game was good. And it was just every playthrough was special and something unique and interesting to share live with you guys. And, you know, I hate to say it. I love what I do for a living, but we don't have years like that anymore, right? A lot of the times now, we get so many game companies that used to be dependable, and now the games they pump out are just shit. And it's like, dude, what happened to these companies? So you don't even know what games to play anymore because you can't trust these tried and true game developers and publishers can't make good games anymore. So you don't even know if you're getting your money's worth. You don't know if it's going to equate to a good playthrough. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot different now. That's why I have to pick and choose. Back then, it didn't even matter. I could just play any game. Today, I have to pick and choose the games I play because 9 times out of 10, the game's shit, right? It's like, geez. So anyway, yeah, 2013. So 10 years ago, that was a really good gaming year, I would say. That was just a ton of good stuff back to back that everyone really enjoyed. Got another dollar tip, and then we got to go back. It looks like the super chats, but let's do another dollar tip here. Let's see. The Scrub has tipped again. Another $1. If social media was as big then in the 06, 08 EVO days, you would legit be a YouTube giant. Those matches are legendary. Do I have to put my name every time? You have to, or else I'm not going to know it's you. You don't have to put your name, but I'm just going to say anonymous then. You see? I don't get any information when you tip me unless you put it into the body of the tip. That's how it works. So, but anyway, thank you for the tip. Yeah, you know, it is what it is. It's funny because it's absolutely hilarious that these idiots, especially these people in the modern fighting game community, who talk shit and say, oh, all you ever did was place in a broken version of Super Turbo at EVO and you got 4th place. Like, dude, there's fucking matches on YouTube right now. People just mentioned it. Me versus Justin Wong, me versus Seth Killian, the finals of tournaments that I'm winning, you know? But just ignore that, right? That never happened. You have your little dumb meme about I played a PS1 version of Super Turbo. These people are so small-minded. It's like the fucking walnut in the head, right? You ever see those cartoons, the Looney Tunes? And they do the x-ray of inside someone's head? And it's like, this guy's a big brain. This guy's a normal brain. This guy's the little walnut with a fuzzball next to it. You know? Those are the idiots that say that shit. It's like, how dumb can you be when there's documented evidence of me being good at Street Fighter, but you want to ignore it all for your own memes and bullshit? You're just a fucking little kid. You're seriously a little infant yelling at you on a schoolyard. It's like, you're so dumb. And the sad fact is, that's the state of the fighting game community. People listen to those dumbasses because they think it's funny. They're all brain dead idiots. You know, that's the new generation. It's like, Jesus Christ, man, what did we make? And of course, that is an overgeneralization. No, that's not every single person, but there is a big group, a big, you know, mob of those kind of people. It's like, we feel, do you want to go back to the fighting game community? Do you want to go back and play in tournaments? No. Do you think I want to deal with that shit? That the moment I walk into an event, everyone's snickering because oh, that's the guy who put the PS1 version of fucking Super Turbo. What are you talking about? I played it once at one fucking tournament that happened to be EVO. After then, I dominated in every version of the game I played for 3 years. So what the fuck are you talking about? But they're so stupid. And why even bother with the drama and the nonsense that they're going to create? Because they're all a bunch of little infants. No, I'll stay home. I'll stay home and I'll play my games online. Okay, there you go. Okay, Purple Pickle Yum Yum did another super chat. How do you think the WWE will perform when Vince McMahon is returning and is selling the franchise? I don't care. I don't care. I don't watch wrestling. I legitimately have not seen a match of wrestling since WrestleMania 2020 during COVID. I keep telling you guys this. I think the last match I ever watched was Drew McIntyre against Brock Lesnar for the title. That was it. And I saw Drew McIntyre won. And that was the last match I've watched. It's been almost 3 years. I don't know why you guys ask me wrestling questions. I have no knowledge of what's going on. I don't care if Vince is part or not part of the WWE. You know, I just don't know. I just don't understand. I don't know why you're asking me dumb questions. Okay. I don't know why WWE would be banned as one word, because I don't think I ever did that, but it's very possible that it was banned years ago by one of my previous moderators and put into either Nightbot or YouTube or both. I'm not sure. I don't remember doing that. I love it How much money did I ever make in my Street Fighter career? Asked Mishael. $0. I lost insane amounts of money. Back then, there was no money to be made. It was a grassroots movement. There was no sponsorships by Capcom. There were no teams to join. There was no companies throwing money around. There were no jerseys with a bunch of logos that were paid plugs on them. It was just you pay to fly somewhere or drive somewhere. You pay for the hotel room. You pay for the food. You pay for the registration. You pay for everything yourself. You go to the tournament. You play in it. If you win, $200. Even Evo back then, it was like $1,000 for first place. You didn't even pay for your trip. There was zero benefit to going to these tournaments besides your own personal enjoyment and bragging rights online that you are the best player. And it meant absolutely nothing. It was for the love of the game. Today, things are very different. Today, everyone's fighting for that internet clout spot. Oh, maybe if I do well at this tournament and I spout off at the tournament because I did well, now people will watch my streams and I can make a living doing this, right? Or maybe I can get signed to a team, right? And this team, I'll wear the jersey and I'll travel and they'll pave my way to do everything. And now I can do this for a living, all right? It's very different today. Back then, again, it's kind of similar to sports. At one point, people played sports because they were good at sports. And then they ended up getting recognized for that. And then they were signed to teams. Now, they literally create a life path for them to end up being good at sports in the hopes that they get rich. It's a little different now because of the way that everything's set up. It's just like anything that's competitive, right? There you go. American Manga Undertaker did a super chat. Says, do I pray and have I... No. He says, do you pray? I have prayed for you before. Have I prayed? Yes, absolutely. Yes. Absolutely. 1,000,000% yes. Am I a religious guy in my present life? No, I am not. But I have, had religion as part of my life many times in my life. And I've never said I would outright close that window.
If I could get down on my hands and knees and say thank you and still be on camera, I would do it.
But at this time, no. Oh, I got $1 tip. I need that money. I really do.
Why is there a
I need
mugshot
that
for
money.
your thumbnail?
My bills. There you go. Because I did it on purpose to look stupid. Because I didn't have a thumbnail for the stream. I didn't want it to say Capcom Fighting Collection. So I just tossed a random thumbnail on there. Here's a weird thing. So if you start a stream on YouTube and the stream is live, and then you want to change your thumbnail, all you can do is replace it with another thumbnail. You can't just say, I don't want a thumbnail, give me a default. You can't do that. So I already had it saying Capcom Fighting Collection. I had to do another thumbnail. I absolutely had to. Why, you don't like that one? You want a different one? Here, hold on. So you don't like my mugshot thumbnail. All right, hold on. You want something different? Let's find something different. Ready? Oh, I got a good one. Here we go. We'll do this one. Oh, yeah. Okay, save. Look at that one. That's even better. That one's even better. I just changed the thumbnail again.
So when I laugh, I go,
this one. That one's even better.
Does that sound like ack? No. It sounds nothing like that at all.
You asked for it. Okay. Did Arturo Sanchez reach out to me after I invited him on the show? Any updates? I've spoken with Arturo behind the scenes about his situation, and that's all I have to say about it. Like,
special delivery.
We've had conversations about the shit he's going through, and I try to give him a little bit of advice if I can, because man, I've been through similar shit with people saying fucked up things about me that are not true or half truths, and the fact that again I can't show full evidence to prove my innocence because it would just fully put myself and my family at further exposure of harassment and stuff.
It's none of anyone's business.
So I feel like my expertise that being going through this a long time hopefully can help him out, but that's about it. I'm good tonight, Crow. Thank you for asking. Do I like pugs? Pugs are cute dogs. Sure. Slayer says, I hope that you will replay Witcher 3 again with modern commentary. Well, yeah, and face cam too. My first playthrough didn't have face cam, didn't have an interactive nature with my audience. And of course, it probably wouldn't even look as good today. What I do is looks better too. So, and I will, there are making new Witcher games apparently.
Oh, will. Oh, that's cool.
They are making new Witcher games, and I'm sure people will want Witcher 3 as a lead up to those. So I'm sure I'll be doing it at some point. Okay. Which was my favorite Friday the 13th movie? Second or third one, probably? No, wait a minute. No. Hold on a second here. Not the one where Jason wasn't in it. Right? Wasn't there one where, like, there was no Jason? Or am I thinking of Halloween? Or is it both? Now I can't actually remember. I remember the first Friday the 13th, Jason is not the killer. That's the one where it's his mother, right? It's a trick. The second one, it actually is him. And then the third one, is that the one where you've got
what do I
Corey
do?
Feldman? And Corey Feldman kills him at the end? That was actually a good one. Even though it was stupid, it was actually good.
Ow.
Isn't there one where a girl has psychic powers and throws him around? These horror movie franchises go so crazy off the deep end over time, right? They're all pretty good, though. Like, they're all entertaining. They're not meant to be taken seriously. If you watch them just for entertainment purposes, they're quite entertaining. But you can't be watching and be like, oh, it's so serious. I love the plot. No, you can't like the plot. That's not the point. You weren't supposed to be enjoying the plot. You were supposed to be enjoying the kills, the silliness of it, the campiness of it, and laughing at it. You know, how over the top can it get? You can't take that shit seriously.
Just miserable.
By far, all right, the best one out of all of them is Jason Takes Manhattan, where Jason literally only arrives in Manhattan for less than 10 minutes of the whole movie's playtime. You want to talk about the ultimate bait and switch? Jason Takes Manhattan for like 7 minutes. Wow. And then he's right back out. Like, what the fuck, dude? What? I can't believe they pulled that off. How did they pull that off and not get in trouble? How did you advertise the movie? Name it Jason Takes Manhattan. He's not in Manhattan for the movie. Right? That'd be like Godzilla and the whole fucking movie's Rodan, and then Godzilla shows up for 2 minutes at the end and he waves. And that's the end of the movie. I believe I've seen Jason X. I think I did. Yes. I don't remember it. I think if I saw it, I probably saw it once. What about Freddy vs. Jason? I liked that movie. I saw it in theaters. I actually really liked it, and I bought the Blu-ray, and I bought the soundtrack. I like the movie so much. See, I like that campy shit. I do. I like the campy horror movies like that. Rugal says he was rewatching my Resident Evil 3 playthrough. I was right. The game does have shortage of ink ribbons because you can't save as you want to. No, not at all. Like, what? To effectively play Resident Evil 3, you need to know where the ink ribbons are, and you need to know the points you're supposed to save. Because if you don't, you treat it like a previous Resident Evil game, you're screwed. You don't never have enough. And then the game has these insanely cheap instant deaths you didn't expect. Who would have thought you're in a park, zombies are coming after you. If you misfire and you hit a barrel just sitting in the atmosphere, oh, that was an explosive barrel and it blew up the whole park. What? Why would someone put an explosive barrel of some kind of a high grade of explosive in the middle of a public fucking park in the open? Like, what are you talking about? You know, like, doesn't even make any sense at all. How did that happen? And, you know, you're on the other side of the park shooting. Oh, you grazed the barrel. Everyone's dead. Explodes. Killed you. What are you talking about? It's just a really badly made game. I hate Resident Evil 3. The original. Let's see here. Purple Pickle did a super chat saying, being that they're short, you think YouTube Shorts monetization makes sense? Or is this TikTok formula only good for dumb kids and fast views? You know, I don't know, because I don't see how it's going to work. I talked about this on the podcast today. I guess we'll talk a little bit about it. So for those who don't know, they're monetizing YouTube Shorts starting February 1st. Now, previously, they claimed they were. Purple. Here, I'm going to abbreviate your name. There we go. But they didn't do it like this. Now they're going to have real ads on these shorts. Now, the thing is, the longest a YouTube short can be is 60 seconds. Most people put out like 10, 15 seconds, right? It's like, I think it's like 15 is the shortest you can do or something. So explain to me how this is going to work, right? You're gonna watch an ad that likely is longer than the short you're about to watch. Then you're going to watch the short. Then there's an ad. Then there's a short. And then there's an ad. Like, you're watching more ads than shorts. It's not like YouTube where you're watching lengthy videos with ads in between. You're just watching fucking nonstop ads. Like, how does that model work? I just don't get it. What's going to happen is overnight, you're going to have, wow, we're getting this many views on shorts. And then everyone's going to say there's ads on these. And then the views are going to go like this. Who's going to continue to watch them? Right? I don't know. It's very, very confusing, the model that they're using. I don't get it. But we'll have to see. I guess come February 1st, we'll see what happens with these shorts. The good news is I don't rely on shorts. I barely use them. When I use them every once in a while, sometimes they get traction, sometimes they don't. Last night, I did a YouTube short of the funny moment from last night's Modern Warfare stream. Guess how many views my YouTube short has, guys? You ready? I put it out at like 12 in the morning, 1 in the morning when I was about to go to sleep. And as of now, it has 600 views. Woo! Wow, those YouTube shorts are really worth my time, aren't they? Right? Wow. And the funny part is, it's a funny part. Like, I didn't realize that there was a time limit to kill someone in the gulag. I thought as long as you survive, you're fine. And no. Oh, you ran out of time. Your survival doesn't even matter. I was like, and my reaction is the funny part, but no one cares about YouTube shorts, honestly, unless, you know, they're no one's going to be looking for a YouTube short as a result of knowing the person. You know what I'm saying? People aren't going to come to DSP Gaming and say, let me just watch his YouTube shorts. The YouTube shorts get thrown into the algorithm, and every once in a while, a short will hit the algorithm and then get noticed, and then you could get some traction from it. But that's about it. In this case, I guess my short just isn't good enough to hit the algorithm. So, what are you going to do? Yes, I'm playing the new Jedi game. Why wouldn't I play the new Jedi game? Of course I am. I don't know what the hell Backtrack Baby is, Play Tower Fantasy, so I have no idea what you're talking about. Yes, Resident Evil 3 was not meant to be Resident Evil 3. It was meant to be a spin-off game that was supposed to be, like, sold at a discount. No, like, no exaggeration. It was not supposed to be a full Resident Evil game at all. They were trying to do, like, a spin-off test for this formula of being chased by a killer zombie that was supposed to be like the Tyrant, which then became the Nemesis. But what ended up happening was Resident Evil 0, which was supposed to be the next game in the series, took way too long. It got delayed, and they were like, oh, shit, we need something. So what they did is they rushed the dev team of Resident Evil 3 to just finish the game and slap a 3 on it, even though it wasn't really a full-fledged Resident Evil game, and that's why it feels so different. Okay. Oh, let's see here. What? Bugs Bunny Naked tipped $1 and says, "A, I'm back, Doc." What? Like, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're speaking of. And by the way, I don't know. Purple Pickle Yum Yum should not have been timed out. I mean, his name is fucking stupid, but he's asking legitimate questions. A mutated creature that would look like he was sitting in a wheelchair. Unhide user. He shouldn't have been timed out. Because what he asked was, he did a super chat, and he says, what I mean to say is, he's actually a legit question, so he shouldn't be timed out. I do agree his name should be changed. His name is fucking stupid. His name is Purple Pickle Yum Yum. Your name is really dumb, and you really should change it. Can you make a better fucking name than something so stupid? That way maybe people would actually, you know, treat you like an adult. But anyway, his question is there anyone out there who is, instead of just being so negative and posting up negative shit about me, is there someone out there who, like, posts a lot of positive stuff? And the answer that I have to say there is, I have absolutely no idea. I honestly have no clue. Is there anyone out there who posts up positive stuff about me? I wouldn't know. There used to be. Now, we're talking way in the early stages of YouTube. I'm saying 2009, 2011. All right? Right before This Is How You Don't Play hit. There were people who would go out there and do Phil's funniest moments, you know, or the funniest parts of this playthrough. And they would actually post up videos that were meant to be positive highlights like that. Okay? In addition, there were people who did the remixes. All the music, the remixes that I play on my streams are basically fan-made remixes. I didn't do those. And that's what I mean. Like, there would be people who would do that content, and then I would highlight it on my channel, and they would actually get attention for their positive content about me. But you know what happened? It really all ended with This Is How You Don't Play. Because when This Is How You Don't Play started and started gaining prominence, and people, it became the meme to make fun of Darkside Phil on the internet. Those people said, well, I like Phil, but I don't want to take a chance. I put out positive stuff about him, and now people are going to come harass me. Because people saw that over the years, people started harassing me worse and worse for that shit. You know, coming to my video comments and harassing me and my viewers, you know, on Twitter, other places. And as it got worse and worse for me, they didn't want to be part of that ire. And I completely agree with them. They shouldn't be a target for the ire of these idiots on the internet. So basically, they stopped putting out that kind of content. All right? Now, we'll see what happens, but basically there's a couple people who have expressed interest possibly making YouTube shorts for me. I don't know how that's going to work. They said what they might want to do is take highlights from popular playthroughs or night like Warzone nights and stuff like that, and actually making an edited YouTube short, and they'll send it to me. I can upload it and then select it as a short that'll show in the algorithm. Because I don't have the time or ability to edit videos. You guys know that. The shorts I put out, I'm just watching my raw video and I'm just trying to isolate a section. But what these people have done is like take the face cam and move it over and edit it. So that's at the top of the video, and then the actual gameplay is the bottom of the video. So you can see my live reaction to what's going on. Right now, you can't even do that with YouTube Shorts because my camera's over here and the gameplay's here. They're not even aligned. You see? So something like that might happen. I don't know. We'll see what happens. There's a couple people who've expressed interest in maybe doing it, but we'll see. I'm not promising anything. Okay. I got a $2 tip from Mishael. Did you ever play Final Fantasy VIII? Yes, but it was for myself many years ago, not for you two. I never finished the game, and I hated it. So you guys always asked me and said, would I ever go back and play Final Fantasy VIII because they had an HD re-release at some point? And I said, yeah, I would consider it because I never liked it. And maybe if I played it today, I would like it. Who knows? You know, if anything, take a look at my Final Fantasy VII playthrough from this last
I don't
summer.
have money to do it. I don't 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 have money to do it.
Because once I was here with you interacting, talking, having the conversations about what was going on in the game, understanding some of the things in the game I never understood before, I actually liked it better. I'm still not in love with Final Fantasy VII. I do still feel like it's overrated, but I actually liked it more that way. So maybe I would actually enjoy it more if I played an interactive playthrough with you guys too. Final Fantasy VIII, that is. But I guess we'll see. Siesta Jan Hugo did a super chat. Says, you should have done an interview with Jim. It would have been a good time, but now he's dead. Now, first of all, if he's actually passed away and you just say it like that nonchalantly in a super chat, that's kind of fucked up. Just being honest. You should say it more respectfully than that. But if you're speaking about Mr. Mitoker, who I think you're talking about, there was absolutely no way I was doing anything with that guy. Like I said, people had told me he had interest in interviewing me. Did he contact me? No, he did not. He never contacted me. No direct contact ever happened between me and him. It was just word of mouth that I was getting from people saying he wants to interview you. Now, the only thing I know about Mr. Mitoker, or however you say his name, is that basically over the years he had made very negative content about me. Back in the day, he used to do these negative videos, montages, streams about me, making fun of me, and essentially, you know, making money being a bully on the internet, okay? Do I like that? Of course I don't. Why would I give that guy the time of day when it comes to an interview, right? But when people had said, oh, he's turned over a new leaf, he's really ill, and he really has expressed a genuine interest to want to actually interview you. And then someone actually said, did you hear that he responded to you about, you know, the interview or whatever, because you had talked about him on your podcast? I was like, no, I'll check it out. That night, I checked out his response. And I shit you not, his response contained no less than like 12 N-words. And I was like, this guy is someone who just, he has completely casualized racism in his content. Like, he thinks it's funny to just drop the N-word constantly. He thinks, oh, now here's the thing. I think there is something to be said that words have too much power on this planet, okay? In reality, we give power to words when we make them taboo, right? It's true. If we let words be offensive, okay, that gives those words power, all right? Should the N-word be a big deal? Actually, no, because people should say it's a dumb word. It was meant to be an insult. We should write it off from the language and not mention it and not give it power. Just ignore it like it doesn't exist, right? But sadly, it does hurt people a lot. When it's said, the N-word really hurts a lot of people. And people should be sensitive of that. That word somehow still has the power that it has today. You know, if you're someone who's growing up in a certain situation, in a certain culture, in a certain neighborhood, and you're harassed and that word is thrown at you, I could totally understand why that's something has this really insanely bad emotional association, you know, just everything in your head, right? You know what I'm saying? So we should be sensitive to that, and you shouldn't just fucking throw it around. I understand maybe Mr. Mitoker's mentality was, if we just say the word 1,000,000 times, it has no power. But that doesn't mean shit, especially if you're not the person who it affects, right? Right? Like, you shouldn't be using the word if you're not even the person that it affects. You're immune to it because you can't be called that word and have any effect on you. So why do you think that you're the person to now use that word a million times? So the moment that I heard him saying that over and over, I was like, I have absolutely no desire to ever interact with this human in any kind of a way. That is the last thing I would want to do on this planet. This guy obviously doesn't care about the feelings or emotions of anyone around him. If he's going to use hurtful language like that constantly, I want nothing to do with this man. And that was it. And that was the end of it. He blew his chance. Because if he had a very rational, level, intelligent response, you know what I'm saying? If he had come and said, oh, you know, I'm serious about interviewing Phil and here's why, maybe I would have done it. Instead of, oh, by the way, N-word, 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 N-word. Like, what the fuck?
It's none of anyone's business.
Doing? Are you insane? No, you don't do that. So anyway, that's why I didn't interview him. If he passed away, that's sad, but you shouldn't be talking about it like that in a super chat on my fucking stream. Seriously, like, you should know better than that. So Purple Pickle did another super chat. At this point, if I change my name, you wouldn't know it's me. Someone with a new name can... You can literally just change your name to, like, Purple P or something. And, you know, did you understand that the word Purple Pickle, people think it's a penis? Do you not understand that? And obviously, you know, obviously that's what you're going for. You're trying to be stupid or gross out humor. It's dumb. All right? Just fucking change it. Stop being stupid. Okay, we got more super chats, but in the meantime, there was a tip, and I want to check it out, see if it was a troll or not. From Nemesis, a $1 tip. This should bring us closer to the hat goal. Stars.
What do I do?
All right, well, thank you for the $1 tip, Nemesis. We still got quite a while to do some Q&A, about an hour, guys, of talking here tonight. So I hope you guys are enjoying the chill stream. You know, sorry we didn't do Street Fighter tonight. It is what it is. So,
I love
Zixtao did a super chat, says no more Street Fighter Friday nights. Well, here's the thing, Zixtao. Were you here earlier? Do you know what happened? You probably aren't aware of what just happened, right? That basically, my PS Plus ran out, and I have no desire to pay for it just to try to play this version of the game that we were getting absolutely nothing out of. If they do end up adding Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection to Game Pass, then we're going to have comp again. We're going to have we'll probably have thousands of people who are going to jump on that game and try to play it. In which case, that would be sweet. Because that version of the game doesn't have the bugs and the abusability as the PlayStation version that I was playing. You see? But since my PS Plus ran out, I'm not going to pay $10 to jump on that Capcom Fighting Collection where we were really struggling to get consistent matchups, right? Why on earth would I pay $10 to start doing that? And that's the thing, if there was something else going on where there was other games to play on PlayStation, then I would say, okay, it's worth it. It's not. Like, we literally just sat here and looked. It was like, I don't have money to do it. 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 American Manga Undertaker did a super chat. Should we hold accountable? Should we hold accountable rappers who use the N-word? Again, here's the thing. This is my take, and you can completely disagree. All right? I'm white. I shouldn't even be in the conversation. Why does my opinion matter? That word has no impact on me whatsoever, so I know I should not use it because it has impact on other people and it hurts them. But I have absolutely no power to determine the use of the word because I'm not affected by it. The people who are affected by it should be the ones to determine.
What do I do?
If they feel that it's offensive and no one should use it, then they should say that. If they feel that only certain groups should use it, then they should say, whatever they want. All I know is I'm one of the ones that shouldn't be using it. So that's why I stay away from it, because it's disrespectful and it's hurtful to them, and I'm not going to do that. So there you go. That's all I know. Let them figure out how they want to use it themselves. I don't care. How does that affect me? It doesn't. Too many people on this planet care about shit that doesn't affect them. Right? We were just talking about this earlier. I was playing One Piece, and somehow, if you can believe it, people were talking about Hogwarts Legacy, and how some people are up in arms saying, oh, you can't play Hogwarts Legacy, because if you do, you're supporting the anti-trans, mentality of the creator of Harry Potter, J.K. Rowling. Wrong. Wrong. You can play a video game and it has nothing to do with that whatsoever. Nothing. It's lunacy what these people say and do in these days. It's nonsense, right? It's insanity. This dumb shit, right? So, to me, it's like, does it affect me if you are trans or not. No, it doesn't. Have a happy life, and if you want to be trans, if you feel like that's where you get the better feeling of who you are, your identity, go for it. Why do I care? Why am I going to tell you to do it or not do it? Why am I going to tell you it's wrong or it's right? That's not my place to judge. I have nothing to do with it, right? The N-word, if it's hurtful, don't use it. I won't, because you've told me it's hurtful to certain people. I will not use it. I don't even think of that word ever. Literally, it's not in my vocabulary, you know? So, just leave everyone alone. If something doesn't affect you, stay the fuck out of their business, and maybe so many problems wouldn't happen on this planet. Just leave everyone alone to be happy for themselves and stop fucking bothering people. Seriously. Everyone, listen, best mentality of life, stop fucking bothering everyone around you. Just pay attention to yourself. Keep your own house in order and stop caring about what this guy's doing over here, what this person's doing over here. Fuck that. Look at yourself in the mirror and deal with that shit. Because guess what? You're probably a fucking mess too, so clean your ass up.
Have some salt.
Okay? Enough of that shit. Sorry. Got a little rant there. Okay. Let's continue. Purple Pickle again. Oh, actually, I skipped a super chat. Mark Thomas did a super chat. Would you be willing to do Friday night Q&A regularly? I mean, essentially, certain streams that I do are kind of more open Q&A regardless anyway. I don't know if people would always want Friday night Q&A, right? I just...
Feel your levels rising.
You know, I don't know. I think like doing a random Q&A stream like this every once in a while is actually very useful because it allows us to talk about various topics that normally we wouldn't talk about on a gameplay stream or even a level 1 podcast. But I think that once you do it too often... Hold on. Excuse me. When you do it too often, okay, what ends up happening is then it's not special anymore, correct? Right? If basically I'm constantly doing Q&A every Friday, no one really cares about it anymore because now it's just commonplace. Now
The Ziggy Piggy's back.
If I do it every once in a while for variety, I interject on a night like tonight when something didn't go right, then it's more special. So I don't want to do it consistently, at least for now. Maybe if you guys really like this, you know, we want Friday Night Phil, or, you know, it doesn't have to be Friday nights. We can figure out one night a week you just want to chill and talk. We could do that too, and I'd be down for that. Purple Pickle did a super chat and says, does the purple P sound like what you just said? By the way, chat, I'm not offended by his reaction. It's expressive criticism. I'm open to it. What? Purple Pickle, no one has any idea what you're talking about, nor do we care. I got a $5 tip. From an anonymous tipper saying, did you ever consider Fightcade? How do I keep getting this question? I swear I've answered the Fightcade question like ad nauseum. Yeah, I still get it. I guess I gotta answer it again, huh? You're not welcome on my streams, period. What I need to do, here's what I really need to do. I need to do a series of videos. Phil answers the common questions, right? And the series of videos is literally every video, I'm answering one of the most asked questions I ever get. And I just answer it, and it's concretely there. And then when people ask me the same question, I can say, go watch my playlist. Phil's answers the common questions, right? And that way you can just watch, and I'll name each one. Why does Phil not play Fightcade, right? Why does Phil not play these games? Well, you know, why does Phil do things this way? Why doesn't Phil play PC game? You know, we can answer each question, and that way people could just reference that thread, correct? By the way, shout out to Corrupted Covenant. 13 months as a member. I appreciate that. So let's answer the Fightcade question, okay? Shall we? Fightcade, what is it? Fightcade is a emulator suite that runs on PC, okay? It uses GGPO online netcode, which people swear, all right, absolutely swear that is the best netcode for fighting games. And if you tweak your PC and you play Fightcade with GGPO, that it's the optimal like fighting game experience. People swear this, okay? So why don't I use it? Well, there's various different reasons. First of all, the legality of it is not clear. You're playing games you technically don't own because you're playing ROMs on Fightcade, right? Am I right or am I wrong? You don't buy games for Fightcade, correct? You're playing shit for free. So, if you're playing shit for free, the legality of it is very uncertain. Is it fine to do it? Is it not okay to do it? Will anyone ever come after you for doing it? Who knows? Okay, that's one concern of many. Concern number 2, all right? I know for a fact from back in the day when GGPO netcode and Fightcade was in its infancy and all of that, that there are people on there who cheat. Now, when I say cheat, I don't mean what you think.
Oh, no.
No, they're not hacking and completely cheating to win. They have ways to basically do shit that you shouldn't be able to do in a competitive match. All right? No charge flash.
You chose to broke the
macro
law.
special move.
Live
that
with
when
the
they see you doing
consequences.
a combo, they have a reversal move macro to a button. They just mash the button like this. So they're hoping that the timing of the netcode is off slightly. So their reversal blows through because they're hitting that reversal input 14, 15 times within a quarter of a second, which shouldn't be possible in a competitive game. They use macros out the ass. It's cheating. You can't do that in a competitive match anywhere, but they do it with Fightcade. Okay? This used to be infamous back in the day. How are people doing shit on Fightcade that can't happen in a competitive match? It's not even available. You would never be able to do that. It's because people found ways to kind of game that system and cheat and abuse it online because they're all just sitting there on their PCs with their fucking modded joysticks and their macro shit, and they're just dicking around. It's like the ultimate try-hard central place to play. Everyone who absolutely wants to win by any means necessary plays on Fightcade. How is that fun? Right? You're not going to get a competitive match on there. You're going to get every fucking person abusing everything. It's not every match you play will probably, like, for example, if I were to play Hyper Street Fighter 2 on Fightcade, 85% of the matches would be CE Bisons or CE Guiles. That's it. Champion Edition Bison, Champion Edition Guile, absolutely no competition in anything else. Anyone else who tries to play another character gets obliterated because it's just those two fucking characters played nonstop, macro the shit out of the game, cheat to win. Wow. Who the fuck thinks that's fun? Right? Like, that's not fun. That's a waste of my time. I want to casually play some fighting games tonight. Oh, here we go. I'm playing on Fightcade. Oh my God. Now I got bullets of sweat running down my head. I'm soaked. The adrenaline's pumped through my body because I'm playing some guy where every button is a fucking an unstoppable reversal move, macroed in. He doesn't have to time shit. He's got a crazy combo that you shouldn't be able to pull off in the game that he can do on a whim. It's like, what the fuck? Of course, why do you want to do that to yourself? Every match you play in a fighting game should not be the world finals.
Fucking game?
You know? That's Fightcade. But then on top of all of that negative shit I just said about Fightcade, of a reason I wouldn't want to play Fightcade, I can't play games on my PC. I've said this a million times, okay? The way that I capture and stream is very different than what other people do. Everyone else out there, when they capture and stream, they do one video feed. Okay? One. Most full-time streamers, wherever they're streaming, whether it's YouTube or Twitch, okay, they're just doing that feed, and then after the fact, they'll take that raw stream and they'll break it up into parts, and they have those parts become their videos that you watch on demand later on. A lot of them don't even break it up at all. They just leave the raw stream archive, and you have to watch that yourself if you want to watch that. I was a YouTuber before I was a streamer, so I'm of that old mentality. I have viewers who've been with me since the beginning. I need to put out the same style of consistent, edited, you know, to be the right length style video that you can be played ongoing in a playlist, no advertisements, no breaks or music in between, no bullshit. It's just a playthrough start to finish, okay? So here's the thing. In order to do that, in order to put out a stream at the same time that I'm doing that video, I have to record twice. Literally this moment right now, okay, that I am doing this stream, I am live broadcasting it to YouTube with one feed of quality, and I'm also simultaneously recording this as an on-demand video onto my local hard drive. It's going two places at once. That requires double the processing capacity. So right now my CPU is telling me it is at 67%. If I was only doing it to one place, it would only be like 30-40%, in which case I could probably play PC games. But I do the double. I've always done this my entire length of time that I have been direct capturing since 2013, 10 years. I do the two at once to ensure the optimum quality for everyone. The streamers get the best quality and the YouTube on-demand watchers get the best quality because I do it different from everyone else. I care about all of my audience and I want you all to get the equivalent experience. I don't want the streamers to get one experience that's better or the YouTubers to get experience that's better. I want everyone to get the same good experience. So that's why I go the extra mile with the way that I do this, okay? Most people don't do this. They don't. They won't go the extra mile. They don't care. You know, I've been watching streamers recently. The last few months, Kat and I have been watching playthroughs of God of War, Ragnarok and stuff. There's streamers who, like, they don't even have the videos to watch on demand on YouTube at all. They're not there. And why? They streamed the game 2 months ago. oh, because the export function on Twitch was broken. And so, because of that, they can't export the video file. They don't record locally. So, the YouTubers
I need
are screwed.
that
They
money.
can't
I really
watch it.
do. I need that
They
money.
have to wait for
Pay my
Twitch to
bills.
eventually work. And if it never works, that's a lost playthrough. But they don't care. Because they're a full-time streamer. They make all their money with the live stream. They don't care about the on-demand views. You see? For me, I care about everyone. I want to make sure you all the optimum experience. So, if I were to play Fightcade right now on my PC, and I started broadcasting and recording, I would be at 99% CPU, and the whole thing would crash, chop, die. I cannot play PC games. All right? Maybe someday I will be able to. If I improve my PC, I get a better one, then I could. Right now, everything pumps through that bottlenecked CPU. I can't do it. Okay? I'm a different kind of animal. I'm a different kind of content creator than most of the people out there. I hope you understand that I strive to be different and do things differently and give you the optimum experience that I can. That's why it's always been different. Okay? Excuse me. Okay. So there's your answer. Greg Kinnear, 2, did a super chat and says good luck. Thank you to Greg.
It's none
for
of
the
anyone's
super
business.
chat. I appreciate that. So, by the way, guys, I'm going to be around for about another 45 minutes or so. If you're enjoying yourself tonight, there's many ways you can support tonight's stream. One way would be giving it a like. Considering we have almost 400 viewers tonight, it sure would be great if we can get 100 likes on the stream. And if we do, I'll do a celebratory bubble blow for you. So thanks in advance to anyone who likes the stream. The other ways you can support is a super chat, a super sticker, a membership, a gifted membership. We have tons of people here ready to accept gifted memberships and to hopefully hit this goal by the next couple of weeks. A tip would be great. Right now we're at $42 in tips. At $50, tier 1 reward is Gunner glasses. Tier 2 would be a silly hat for me to wear. How about this? I'll do you guys a solid. If we have $50 in tips, I'll just put on a hat, forget the glasses. You want to know why? Because these glasses, with the new setup with the face cam, with the ring light, don't look good. It's one thing if I'm playing games, but if I put these on, it basically creates bad glare, and now you can't see. All you'll see is 2 rings instead of my eyes. So we'll skip the glasses tonight, and if we raise $50 in tips tonight, I'll jump straight to the hat, and you can vote on a silly hat for me to wear for the rest of the stream. Okay? There you go. All right, more tips have come in. Yes, you can get a vest at 100 as well. If we get $100 in tips tonight, I'll put on a vest. We're completely skipping the glasses tonight. Yes, we're foregoing that. So I got a $1 tip from Nemesis. You seem kind of agitated tonight. I hope you're doing well, stars. Oh, I'm not agitated. Absolutely not. I'm animated. There's a difference between animated and agitated. When I'm animated, it means that I'm getting into my answers. I like, emoting myself when I give answers to questions. And, I feel like it accentuates certain parts of the answer. So there you go. Well, I'm not agitated at all, actually. I'm actually enjoying relaxing with you guys tonight and having some Q&A. Okay, let's see here. So this is Alex again with a $3 tip. He says, I'm in the Maritimes in Canada. I don't know what that is. He says the housing market here is really bad. It's hard to find a good apartment for under $1,000 for a 1-bedroom. Is it as bad in Washington as it is in Nova Scotia? It's worse. It's absolutely worse. You just said $1,000 for an apartment. It's impossible to get an apartment here for $1,000. I'm not kidding you. It's completely, utterly impossible. To get a home like mine is about $2,500 a month. I'm not kidding. To just get a single, an apartment, a $1,000 apartment, you would be living in a broom closet. And, your toilet would be your sink. You'd have to, poop down the sink and flush with the faucet. Seriously, your shower would be you put a mop in the sink and you flip the mop onto your head and you scrub your head like this. And then and your kitchen is basically you live in the janitor's closet. Your kitchen is a metal rack that's right 1 inch from your face, right? And so what you do to eat food, you take your ramen noodles, dry off there, and you put them, again, into your sink where you just shat, and you put it into the hot water coming out of the faucet, and that's how you get your noodles nice and wet. Yeah, and then you $1,000 apartment.
Stop this!
No, dude, no way. And here's the thing. I'm exaggerating. Obviously, I'm exaggerating. It's just like anything. In the United States, you absolutely can get a good apartment for $1,000. Just not on the coast. Because the coasts, East and West Coast, are considered the hot spots. They're considered where the business, the industry is, the tech is. Very expensive to live on the coasts. Okay? The further inland you start going from the coasts into the center of the United States is considered the Midwest or the heartland of America,
What
and
do
as you
I
start
do?
doing that, it gets cheaper. Cheaper. I guarantee you, in the Midwest, you could probably get a good apartment for like $500 a month. I'm not exaggerating. Because I know people went and bought houses. Houses. Like mansion-sized houses. For under like $100,000. In the middle of the country. Mansions. Giant with land and shit all around it. Because it's a different, you're not in the happening places. You're not near a major city. Not near a metropolitan area. You don't got a lot going on. The further away you are from that, the cheaper things get. So it depends on where you live. But like here in Washington, Washington is one of the most sought after places to live in this country because we are known for having moderate climate, having great transportation, we're actually some of the newest infrastructure in this country. When this country was being founded, Washington was one of the later states to actually be settled and developed. So all of our infrastructure, when it comes to like our roads and things, are newer than most of the country. So people want to move to Washington because they think that there's all these awesome things going on. And because of that, it's a very desirable place to be. So our home prices are very high compared to the rest of the country. Okay? Yeah. Now, in reality, is it much better than the rest of the country? I don't know. I'll tell you, this is better than when I lived in Connecticut. When I lived in Connecticut, I hated it. It was like high crime, insane population density, like out the butt, like way too many people in a small area. Prices were way more expensive than they are here, which is ridiculous, I know, but they were. Taxes were crazy because there was a state income tax. There's no state income tax here. There was a state income tax in Washington. That was stupid. Like just all these things compounding was all these reasons I wanted to get the hell out of Connecticut. And the weather too. The weather was so bad. In the summer, it would be the most hot, humid, disgusting summers. And then in the winter, ice, snow, blizzards, power outages. Then you got hurricanes in between. It's like, what am I living here for? I'm an asshole. And I got out of there as soon as I could. I absolutely got out of here as soon as I could. Okay? So, I'm very, very, happy to not be in Connecticut anymore, for sure. But, could you get a $1,000 apartment here in Washington? Absolutely not. I'm telling you. Not in anywhere you would want to live, that's for sure. It's very expensive to live in Washington State. So, okay. I got some tips. It's been pretty slow.
I
not
got
gonna
some
lie.
shout outs to do. Purple Pickle did a super chat. He said, do you think DSP Gaming will outlast Activision Blizzard? Maybe. You never know. I certainly think that I've lasted a lot longer than I ever thought I would. That's for sure. As long as I don't die of some kind of a crazy debilitating disease or I don't get hit by a car. Let's say I live to a ripe old age of like 70, 80 something, right? And let's say that I stream in some capacity or make content in some capacity all through those years. I could see myself outliving Activision Blizzard, sure. The rate that they're If I
going,
get down on my hands and knees
sure.
and say thank you and still be on camera,
yes,
I would do it.
But I don't know if that's ever going to happen. We'll see. Okay. We have a $15 tip from Guitar Player. Guitar Player, thank you for a nice, generous $15 tip here tonight. Let's go ahead and, whoops, what am I doing? I'm on the wrong screen. Let's play Guitar Player a nice animation. Thank you, Guitar Player. Let's get that added to our running tally. At this point, we're now at $61 in tips, which means it is indeed hat time because we are skipping the Gunner glasses tonight because they don't look good on this ring cam. So let's do a poll for a hat. All right, let's see what hat you guys want to see tonight. Which hat is Q&A best? The Bender hat, the beret, the Los Santos cap, or... Oh, by the way, I gotta put the Pikachu hat back to the closet. We finished Pokemon. Let's get that back in the closet. Hold on. Special delivery! Special delivery! Oh, but what haven't I worn in a while? Stupid Viking hat. We just did the fake hair hat. Oh, I know. Oh, this is so stupid. The helmet. The Dumas helmet.
Oh,
totally
no,
about the
you
Dumas
didn't,
helmet.
you
How
motherfucking
could I
piece of
forget
shit
about
cocksucker.
Of course you guys want to see
Mark
the
my
Dumas
fucking
helmet.
words.
No? Let's get that in there.
I'm coming for you. I'm gonna find out who the fuck you are.
I can't believe I've totally forgot about that hat.
Motherfucker.
There we go.
You are fucked.
So please vote on the hat you'd
Let
like
this
to see
be
tonight.
noticed live on the internet. You're fucked.
Okay,
And
I got
you
another
are
dollar
dumb.
tip here. All right, if you're going to ask me about waifus, you are asking the wrong person. I do not think of virtual characters as waifus. I'm not part of that culture. I'm not here to criticize you if you feel like that's something that you're into. I'm not. But I'm not going to entertain the question. I'm just going to say thank you for the tip. I have no answer to that. Let's see here. Got another tip. From Mr. Sexy Nippleman. I was on Twitter. I saw a review tech is saying HR will destroy you in Street Fighter. You could be him blindfolded. He has many spelling errors in this tip. All right? Nobody cares. Everyone realizes that, right? Like, no one cares about this guy. He's the last person I concern myself with. Obviously, he's just an idiot. So I don't care. Tales of Arise playthrough, no thanks. I'll pass on that one. Have I decided what survival horror to play yet? No, we're going to do that tomorrow night. Tomorrow night on the late stream, you know, same time as tonight, we're going to finish up Resident Evil 1 Remake. And then for the second half of the stream, we're going to discuss the pros and cons of playing either Resident Evil 0 or Signalis. You guys know more about Signalis than I do. And quite frankly, I don't remember Resident Evil 0. So we need to talk about this. And we will determine between one or two which one we will play tomorrow night on the late stream. We'll figure that out. Okay? There you go. What do I think about using the knife in the original Resident Evils like 1, 2, and 3? I found it challenging in those games because it's weak. Actually, Rugal, in Resident Evil 1 and 2, the knife is actually really good. It actually is. It wasn't, like, this remake, the knife sucks. But I remember the knife being quite good in the original Resident Evil 1 and 2. I used to use it. You always run out of ammo, so what you do is you just shoot the zombie till they go down, and then you stab the zombie when they're on the ground. The dog, sometimes you can kill easily with the knife. If you just keep swinging, the dog will, like, walk into the knife and just die. But for some reason with the remake, they made it way harder. The knife kind of sucks ass. Okay. When's Oblivion? Tomorrow. Oblivion is tomorrow. Tomorrow's mainstream. It begins. Ryan says Resident Evil 0 is awesome. My favorite is when you use a knife to kill a huge spider on the train. I remember the train. That's all I remember about the game. The train. Being on a train. I didn't even remember there was a huge spider.
Fun.
I remember the train though. Slayer says apparently they've added new content to Witcher 3 Next Gen update, including new missions, changes to the font size for subtitles, changes in the menu. From what I don't understand, yes, a lot of accessibility things. Plus, there's just a little bit of added content. Apparently, it's not too significant, but there is a little bit of added stuff I heard. Okay. Oh, let's see here. Ah, my nose, I almost my nose, my mustache. Oh, we hit 100 likes. We hit 100 likes. That means it is time for our celebratory bubble blow tonight. Is there a special costume if you use just the knife? There very well may be. There were special criteria you had to use in those games to get special things unlocked, and I think costumes were one of them, but I don't know if it was just the knife. Didn't go as well as I would have liked because the fan's blowing at me, but it still looks pretty good. There you go. Whoa! It came back to get me. Whoa, look how close it is to the camera. That was cool. It came back at the camera. Wow, the bubbles look way better now, don't they? Those bubbles look really good now with the ring cam. The ring cam actually illuminates them nicely. That was cool. Oh, let's see here. There we go.
A mutated creature that looked like it was sitting in a wheelchair.
1080p HD bubbles, which you never did before. I got another chip from Spawn Killer. Would you consider playing Evil West? I told you guys I would consider it. I was going to play it instead of Pokemon, but you guys yelled at me and screamed at me and said, what are you, an idiot? A complete moron? Play Pokemon. So I did, and actually I don't regret it at all. I think that Pokemon was a really good playthrough, so I'm glad you guys talked sense into me. But it's funny, because since then, no one really asked for Evil West. I guess maybe it just wasn't that good of a game. I don't know. I really don't. I don't know.
What do I do?
Hold on. Let me get this joystick out of here. This is the joystick I was going to play on, but since we're not doing nothing, let me get it out of the way. Ah, my foot. Stubbed my toe. Shit. I want to take this my feel. My fucking toe. God damn it. That hurt. Ah, stubbed my toe bad. Go, 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 go. Fatty fat foot fuck. And I kicked the camera. Is the camera centered? Still seems all right. Maybe it's slightly off. I think I kicked it. I did. There you go. I kicked it a little bit off center. Now it's better. Okay. Looks like you guys want the Dumas helmet, huh? All right, we'll get it. The return of Dumas. Very nice. The return of Dumas. We haven't seen him in a while. I don't care. Actually, this might be the first time I'm wearing this with real 1080p. Because my previous camera was 1080p, but it was so blurry it didn't look 1080p. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Here I am. Yes! Dumas is here to take on the denizens of evil in Elden Ring a second time. Yes. Anyway, I look like an idiot with this thing on, but it's all good. I got another tip. $1.30 tip. This is the insanely long question that I got this morning. I'm going to read the entire question. Then I'm going to tell you I'm not going to answer all of it, but I'm going to read the entire question because I want the guy to understand that I appreciate him asking the question, but a lot of it is like behind the scenes shit that has absolutely nothing to do with you guys, nor do you need to have the answers to it. All right. So let me read the entire question. Ready? What kind of precautions and safety measures have you implemented to make it that you get less chargebacks? That being said, do you think tip rewards need a refresher? Maybe for members' goals as well, Discord calls with big contributors so you can get to know them better. You did that in the past with fans. Next month's members' goal could be DSP gets to know Lisa Lou and 1 Minute Man on the podcast. Okay? So here's the deal. All right? You absolutely, positively do not need to know the behind-the-scenes workings of how anything works here with how I make money. Okay? You just don't. You don't need to know about what precautions I've put in place. You don't need to know about how I take care of stuff that literally would benefit absolutely no one besides people who want to hurt me. I'd be a moron to explain to you how exactly how I did that. All right? Now, the second half of that, you're saying, oh, why don't you do public calls with your biggest contributors? Because I don't want to dox them. Because sadly, there are idiots on the internet who are very negative people who want to hurt people. Okay? And it's just sad because they would try to take opportunity where if, let's say, for example, I had a Discord call with a fan of mine, they would absolutely be trying to get any information they could whatsoever out of that situation. All right? And they basically would be, for example, here's a really good example. You mentioned 1 Minute Man. You know the controversy behind 1 Minute Man, right? 1 Minute Man is someone who, for several years, has been supporting my streams on a regular basis. People have really tried to figure out who's 1 Minute Man. Some people say that he's someone who already has supported the streams in the past but just decided to use a different name. And people have actually thrown accusations around. Like some people used to say it was Only Iced Coffee. Some people used to say it was Planet Jeff. Some people were always just making shit up. Like they don't have any evidence of anything. They just literally just make shit up because they're so obsessed with trying to figure out who supports my content, right? Can you imagine if I did a actual real life Discord call with a contributor like that? All that would happen is it would feed trolls. It would try to get people to figure stuff out about those people. And it would be a huge problem. So the answer is no. Everything that you asked me in that question is completely personal and or dumb. I'm not doing any of that. I know what I'm doing. And whether or not that was legit or not, because it does definitely seem like a tip that was fishing for a lot of information, as if like, oh, that'd be perfect. See? Because if Phil tells us how he deals with chargebacks, and if Phil tells us or that, you know, to have these special things with events so that we have his biggest contributors be live on stream, now we can try to get information on them and dox them. No. I'm not doing that. I'm not stupid. But thanks for the $1 tip. Spray Tan, thanks for the super chat. Your message is incredibly stupid. So enjoy your ban because it's very offensive what you said. Okay. Anyway. What the hell are you talking about? So if you're going to be an asshole, you're going to be treated like an asshole. You're going to be shown the door. I had a good question for Ask the King. I hope you'll answer it on the show. We shall see. Remember, Ask the King is happening this month. It's actually happening in 13 days.
What
Yes,
do I do?
It's the Thursday before the release of the Dead Space remake. So if you would like to post up your questions for Ask the King, please type exclamation point Ask the King in the chat. That'll bring up the link to dspgaming.com where you can post up your question. Or there is a public thread on dspgaming.com where you can post up your question as well at your own leisure. That's what the link goes to. So if you're not here live on the stream, but you're watching on demand, you can just go to dspgaming.com to the forums. There's an Ask the King section. That's where you can post it up. Now, in addition to that, okay, there will be a members-only thread that I will post up next week, okay? When I come back from my day off next week, next Thursday, if you guys can remind me of this, it would help. But I'm going to probably remember. I got to post it up. The members get massive priority for Ask the King. Members have a very, very strongly increased chance to get their questions answered on the show. So if you're a member, you're in luck. You might really get a great chance to get your question answered in detail on Ask the King. And there'll be a special thread for that starting next week. Okay? Okay. Okay. Let's see. What else? Oops. Oh, shit. What did I just do? Oh, okay. I didn't do anything too bad. Good. Whew. Oh, let's see here. Would I ever consider an autograph as a patron perk? No. I would never charge anyone for an autograph, ever. Absolutely not. I hate my job. Guts is actually happy. He says, I haven't been around recently, but I'm glad you're doing Q&A tonight. It's a chill stream. Cool. Overall, what do I think about YouTube removing the dislike button? Well, first of all, it's been like a year now, no? All I can say is, the reason they claim they did it, literally is for people like me. Like, the reason they claim they removed the dislike button on YouTube, all right? Well, first of all, let's be honest here. They didn't remove the dislike button. Just saying that is wrong. The dislike button is still there. It's just that you can't publicly see it unless you use a workaround, right? Right. The dislike button is still there, and people still use dislikes all the time. And you can easily find a workaround to see dislikes on a video or a stream. It's just that it's not immediately there in your face. The thing is, for someone like me, it works. Here's why it works. Because previously, people would actually be afraid to engage positively with my content if they saw a lot of negativity on it. If there was a lot of negative comments, if there was a lot of dislikes, people were like, oh, I'm afraid now, if everyone says it's bad, it can't be good, right? Truth is, when you have a mob mentality of people who basically are just so nasty to you on a regular basis, and there's this hate mob that comes after you no matter what you do. Like, literally, I could turn on the stream and be like, hi, everyone, good evening. Just wanted to say hello, Merry Christmas, goodbye, and turn off the stream, and I get a hate mob of people voting down the video. Why? Because they're just scumbags. There's just no other explanation. They're just idiots. That's really the kind of reason why YouTube tried to implement the removal of the dislike button, or the hiding of the dislike ratio, because they didn't want people having online hate mobs following them. They didn't want online viral mentality being negative towards individuals, creators, Tevin's fault, companies, celebrities, whatever it may be. They didn't want those hate mobs following around, and they figured, hey, if we get rid of that, right? If we get rid of the ability for a hate mob to immediately be seen and recognized on YouTube, then that should be better. Now, the truth
Dark
is,
Dave's fault.
Sadly, I would say that it's not as effective as they think, because if someone hates someone, they're just going to do it anyway. They don't even care if it's visible or not. They're just going to shit on them no matter what. And eventually, it's going to,
Super Hound's
it's
fault.
not going to be that big of a deal. You know what I mean? I mean, maybe initially, like if someone had a project they wanted to advertise, but for some reason someone has a bug up their ass about them, maybe you don't want the hate mob to be crapping all over the new project. Okay, here's a perfect case in point. We literally talked about it tonight. You ready for this? Hogwarts Legacy. Hogwarts Legacy, from everything we're seeing, looks like a pretty good game. Interesting. In the world of Harry Potter, but not Harry Potter. Be your own wizard. Enjoy the wizarding world. Interactive, fun game, correct? But every time that Hogwarts Legacy has content coming out, people downvote it. Why? Because they don't like J.K. Rowling. What does that have to do with Hogwarts Legacy? Nothing. Is it fair that Hogwarts Legacy gets a ton of downvotes because of J.K. Rowling? No. Therefore, this is exactly the kind of reason why YouTube hides dislikes. This is the actual textbook case of why they're doing it, you see? Overall, it's helped me because now people can come to DSP Gaming and look and only see the likes and be like, oh, a good amount of people like Phil's content. Look, there's positive comments on the videos again. It has helped reinvigorate this channel in the last year. Absolutely, it has. 100%, it has helped. I can tell you that concretely. I would not have the amount of viewership, the amount of new subs that I have, and the amount of following and support I have if that change didn't implement. That change was a very positive one for me and my content, for sure. Okay? But of course, the flip of that, all right, is that some people say, well, now it's too hard to actually tell what's truth and what's spin on YouTube, what's real and what's fake, right? Because if there's a bunch of, I don't know, tutorial videos or review videos or whatever, and you can't see any dislikes, you don't know if there's one that maybe is bad or factually wrong. Because typically, let's say, for example, there was a tutorial about how to do something. If you saw a tutorial that had a bunch of thumbs down, you're like, wow, this tutorial must suck. It must actually be bad information and not a good way to do that thing. So you want to ignore that, correct? But now you can't do that. There's no dislikes. Like anything, it's a double-edged sword. In my opinion, there never should have been dislikes to begin with. It should have just been likes. And everything can be based on how many people like it. If you have a tutorial video that has a ridiculous amount of likes, obviously a lot of people found that helpful. Watch that video. If it has 2 likes, no one saw it, it's probably not that good. Correct? Why do we need dislikes? How does that even help anything? It doesn't. It's stupid. The process is broken. Anyway, so Purple Boogle said, I missed the super chat. The super chat before that, he's talking about the bankruptcy era of my life. We're not talking about my private fucking shit on the stream. What are you doing? We're not talking about my private financials. We're not talking about my private life behind the scenes. This is not, like, what, Purple Pickle. Dude, like, grow brain. Okay? Please. I know you have one. The thing is, you don't have to grow it. You just have to use it. Everyone has a nice brain in their head. And the problem is some people like to utilize it while others, like, ignore that it exists. And then some people just, like, say dumb shit without processing it first. Why would Phil, 2023, 3 years removed from his bankruptcy, right, out of that situation, pushing forward positively in his life, better personal place in his life, better place with his business, why would I want to talk about my bankruptcy in 2023?
Why am I toxic?
Right? How about I come to your house, right? And we talk about all those lowest moments of your life. Better yet, how about all I do is I just beat your testicles like a punching bag like this? Because, I mean, right? Phil, how about we just talk about the lowest, every lowest point of your life right now, okay? How about, and while I'm doing that, how about I just strike you repeatedly in the face, left and right like this, back and forth. This is entertainment. Here we go. And now I'm going to punch you in the nuts. Oh, yeah, I love it. Yes, this is a great night stream, isn't it? Like, what are you talking about? Seriously. I received a $6.72 tip.
Business related, I still have it.
It is from 672. Can you start saying thanks for the money, dummy, when you get troll super chats? No. Did I ever actually say thanks for the money, dummy, and it became a meme? Because I know people said stuff like that as a negative towards me, but I don't know if I actually ever said that. Did I? Oh, okay. People are saying I did. I'm definitely not saying I didn't. I likely did. I mean, where else would people have gotten it from, right?
What?
And let's be honest, some of these people who throw money at me to try to get an insanely stupid thing said on my stream, I mean, yeah. they deserve it, right? Some of the stuff that's said on here is just so thunderheaded.
Tiger, okay. Tiger, tiger,
I received a super chat from Guitar Player. I pre-ordered deluxe version of Hogwarts Legacy so I can play it on February 7th. Do you get it early? I didn't even know that. You get it early if you pre-order the deluxe edition. I'm not doing that. I'm very done, pre-ordering any kind of deluxe edition, season passes. I'm so done with that crap.
You want to play the fucking game?
I haven't done it in so long, and I still have no plans on ever doing that. But more power to you if you think you're going to enjoy the game so much, Do I think Ubisoft will survive? They're in financial trouble. Man, I talked about it on the podcast this morning. They need better leadership. They have a leader right now in Yves Guillemot, who's literally telling the employees it's their fault that the company's failing and they need to right the ship. It's like, dude, you're in charge. You're the leader. You're the leader. You made all the choices. How can you blame your employees and tell them it's their responsibility to fix the company? How dumb can you be? But then again, this is the same guy, right, who claims he didn't know about any of the wrongdoing with that sexual harassment stuff that was going on. You know, this is the same guy. He's just an insanely bad leader, it seems. From all the track record we're seeing, he just seems like he's a terrible, terrible leader, and he's going to run that company into the ground. And like I said on the podcast this morning, it seems like the reason Ubisoft actually had their measure of success was luck. They were in the right place at the right time, making the right games by chance. And then with that level of popularity for Assassin's Creed and Just Dance and the Tom Clancy, they blew it up and just oversaturated the market with the same shit so much. They overexerted that formula where no one wants it anymore. So now what do? Oh, I don't know. What do we do now? No one's buying our games. Oh, shit. Maybe if you had a leader,
just miserable,
they'd actually do something with intelligence. Or even a modicum of understanding of what people in the gaming industry want, what gamers want to buy.
What do I do?
But you have a leader who's a jackass, who fucking is a moron dancing around on stage at E3. You could tell this guy's not a gamer. He's just some fucking boardroom bozo who fucking probably goes every week on his yacht, sipping his fucking Carvassier, you know, eating his caviar. Assassin's Creed 72. I can't wait for that one. Oh, what game can we copy next and slap Assassin's Creed on it, right? So, I don't know. I want Ubisoft to survive. They got a lot of great IPs. They got a lot of great game developers that work for them, a lot of great talent. Their management, their leadership is terrible. But the problem is, how do you gut the leadership of a company when the leadership are the ones in charge? You can't. Your hands are handcuffed. You're stuck with these bozos, right? Purple Pickle apologized for his last super chat with another super chat. He says, what do you think cancel culture will fade away in a few years, or will it stay and get worse? It's like everything in life. Things go away and come back and go away and come back. Currently now, especially in the media and especially in pop culture, we have a huge wave of emphasis on cancel culture, liberal/leftist thought, and basically even the media is very skewed towards that way for the most part. Now here's the thing. I'm not necessarily saying that's always wrong. I'm a person that's in the middle. I'm a moderate person. I don't believe that left or right is the correct mentality. I think that we have to come to a compromise somewhere in the middle for the good of mankind. So when I see the entire media skewing one way or the other, either way is bad in my opinion. Okay? Cancel culture very, very much is focused on this leftist mentality. And what's going to happen is after a while, things will swing back. The door swings both ways, man. It's not a door that just stops. It's going to go back this way. Then it's going to flop back this way. Then it's going to flop back. So you're going to keep seeing it go back and forth over the years. I've seen it in my lifetime. I've seen it go back and forth a couple times. So we'll see what happens, you know, in society. But I fully expect that, yeah, you'll probably see that left-leaning focus in the media, online for a while. And then after a while, it's going to flop back again, you know. And it really depends on where you live as well. Because as I said, you know, they call it the coastal elites, where in the United States, it's the coasts that are very hyperactive towards that. While, again, the further inland you get, it's different. The whole mentality of people in the culture changes. And it's interesting to see the cultural divide in this country. Why do you think we had such crazy dissension for the last, like, 5 to 8 years when it comes to government, when it comes to all this stuff, you know? Things you never would expect. You ever thought you would have seen people, you know, storm the Capitol? I know I wouldn't have ever expected that. That's just nuts, and it happened, you know? And it's going to keep getting crazier and crazier with the way this country's working. But, no, I think eventually, just like everything, things will flip-flop back and forth, and eventually things will go back the other way, and then they'll go back this way again. That's just how life works. Okay, more tips. We got a $1 tip here from Voldemort. Phil Burnell, you are the boy who did not pay $10 for PS Plus but lived. Okay. There you go. I still survived, even though I didn't pay for PS Plus. What a remarkable outcome. Because everyone knows most people who don't get PS Plus, they perish immediately. Okay. I got another $1.30 tip. Let's see here. Let's see. What? This is just one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. It's completely wrong. So again, gotta eat it. Again, even if this person who tipped this $1.30 may not realize it. This is
what
bait
do I
to talk
do?
about things that's just going to cause problems for everyone. Why would I even address that? You know, I'm not. How about this? No, I'm not going to waste my time. Okay, Gorilla Juice 2009 did a super chat. Phil, would you play Def Jam Fight for New York if I donated to you? No thanks. No thanks. But thank you, Gorilla Juice, for the super chat. See, I'm doing a lot better now. I really am. I'm doing a lot better at not taking the bait. I'm doing a lot better at not taking the bait with that shit. Seriously. Oh, let's see here. Can we discuss uploading the old hard drive videos? We have some time left and we can. I don't know if we're going to come to a determination tonight. Give me a second here. Slayer says, would an open world game GTA style set in Korea or... He scrolled off the screen. In Korea or somewhere else work? We already have open world games set in the US, Europe, Hong Kong, and Japan. I would be open to an open world game that's set in somewhere that's not so commonplace that we've seen a million times. I think that would be key to it being successful. We have too much of the same shit these days, right? Yoshino Lover, congratulations on just platinuming Uncharted 2. He says he has 3 still left to platinum. I can't speak, right? Okay. Windclaw, I am not a psychologist nor a psychiatrist. I can't help you with depression. You should talk to a professional or a loved one or a family member or a friend. You shouldn't be talking to a random streamer on the internet if you really need help with that, which I don't know if you're being serious or not. If you are, please go talk to a professional. I can't help you. Not qualified. Now, in regards to these videos, all right? So what Overpowered Boone is talking about, if you remember a couple weeks ago, my capture device broke. And when it broke, we had days to do nothing.
I don't care.
So we went here into the closet and we found all of my old hard drives. And we opened them up and we plugged them in and they all worked, which shocked me. I could not believe they all still worked. And we found the forgotten playthroughs. All right? We found them. All right? So the forgotten playthroughs include Final Fantasy 13. I think it was PS3 that I played it on originally, if I remember correctly. It might have been Xbox. I can't remember. It was one of the other. Xbox 360.
From PayPal.
Red Dead Redemption 1, the original playthrough. Suicide Kings, the series where I went out with my friends online and we did all the stunts. Not the edited version, but the raw footage of Suicide Kings. And the original LA Noire playthrough. Not the redo that I did, but the original. Okay? So we're talking 3 full playthroughs and then 1 side project. This is footage that has been lost to the internet for many, many years. And people have always wanted to know if I could get it back. We got it back. It's here, okay? But the question is, how on earth do you get that on the internet and get it to a point where it can be shared with an audience, but it's not too much to handle? And the reason I say that is that was my old style of recording. First of all, it's the old camera style. It looks like shit. It's not going to be visually appealing to anyone. You're going to watch it and be like, oh, God, Phil, you really used to look like shit. Things are so different now. You're so used to it, right? It's been like over about 10 years. I've been doing direct capture that has been better. So you got to understand that to begin with, that I don't think that it's going to bring in that much of an audience because people are going to see the old style and be like, oh, it's just not good, and they're not going to really watch it that much. But in addition, okay, now you're talking about my old style of recording, which was 10 to 15 minute long videos. The Final Fantasy 13 playthrough, no exaggeration, all right, is about over 200 parts, all right? That's a lot of parts. That's a lot of uploading. That's a lot of notifications going out, all right? Now, here's the thing. I have the ability to upload, and when I upload to my channel, check a box that says do not publish to the subscriber feed. Meaning if you're a current subscriber, you know, I have 201,000 subs right now. I think we're almost very close to 202,000 if you didn't know. If you know, we're actually very close to actually a little bit more growth on the channel. But it fluctuates. That's why I don't really talk about it that much. But anyway. So with 202,000 subscribers, how many people want to know that I'm uploading videos of a Final Fantasy 13 playthrough from what? 12 years ago. Probably not that many. They're not that interested, right? They don't want to go onto DSP Gaming or go into their own sub feed and get a million fucking videos in there of an old game that looks like shit. Okay? They don't. They'd probably be more interested if I played it again with direct capture and live streaming. They probably would like that better, right? Because that's the modern me versus the old me, correct? So, in regards to this playthrough or these playthroughs, We have to find the happy medium where how could I effectively upload the videos but not overload the channel, do it in a method where there's enough coming out at a rate where those who want to watch it are getting enough, but at the same time that I'm not overloading the channel with old videos of an old playthrough, you see? And we were talking about, it's like 2 videos a day maybe, and you do it every day, but then in a month you get, what, 60 videos, but then it would still take over 3 months to upload Final Fantasy 13. So then what if you batch them instead? What if you do like 3 to 5 a day on regular days, and then on my day off, now I upload like 15, right? Like we have to, it's just, there's so much to figure out on how to do it correctly, you know, really. And it sucks because I would really, and do I do it on DSP Gaming, right? Do I even do it on DSP Gaming? Would anyone care, right? And so make a new channel. See, that's another thing too. You guys might not be aware of this. It's a lot harder these days to get a channel into the partner program. Not only do you have to have a channel, it has to have a certain amount of subscribers and ongoing viewers. You have to register it certain ways for it to qualify for like a partner program and stuff. So it would basically be a ton of work without guarantee that it would even go through. And then on top of that, need to have buy-in from my audience that I have thousands of people that are willing to subscribe so that it'll hit that goal so that we can, you know, do that. You see, it's just, I almost feel like I would have to upload it to DSP Gaming, okay? But how to do it, and we really haven't had a chance to sit down and discuss options, and now we're out, it's already 15. Sadly, again, we just didn't have time to talk about it. We really need to have like a half an hour or an hour to just sit here and talk about ideas. What's the happy medium? Is it 5 videos a day? Is it 2 a day, but then upload like 20 on my day off? Right? We need to really weigh and balance all these factors and discuss it and figure it out so that we're doing the right thing for everyone. I don't want to... The thing is, I know there's people who are interested in the videos. I also know there's people who aren't. And I need to make sure that I'm not offending or pissing off those who aren't. At the same time, I do want to give you guys what you want because you've been asking for it for a long time, and I feel bad that we don't have a solution right away. You know what I mean? So we're not going to get an answer tonight. All right? We're just not. All right? I think what we need to do is talk about it further. Perhaps on the Level 1 podcast tomorrow morning. Right? We'll see, I guess. Let's see what happens. Let's talk about it further this week. Okay, now we're out of time. Okay? More contributions to shout out. $3 tip. From My Ass Has Dimples. This person says, I've been watching you for 15 years. I heard some really stupid rumors about you. I heard about, you know, all this dumb stuff. And basically, here's the thing. I'm not going to talk about those specifics because it's not worth it. All right? But I understand. You're right. It sucks when people talk about that shit. And I just ignore it, right? Okay. And then another super chat from Purple Pickle. This guy doesn't give up. Have you heard that the tractor channels are now fighting each other? No, I don't care about the tractor channels. Okay? All right. Ready, ladies and gentlemen? I don't care about the tractor channels. I don't care about the tractor channels. I don't care about the tractor channels. Do I care about the tractor channels? No, I don't care about the tractor channels. I, Phil Burnell, Darkside Phil, DSP, owner and operator of DSP Gaming, do not care about the tractor channels. I don't want to know about them. I don't want to hear about them. I don't care about them. I don't want to... If I fart too loud and it sounds like the name of the tractor, I get upset. Okay? I want nothing to do. I don't care.
It's
Tevin's fault. Me. Let them do their own nonsense. If I ignore it, the more I ignore and the less that I take the bait bullshit, right, on this channel, and I get to just chill with you guys and have a good time and enjoy games and having our own meaningful content, and we just keep that shit on their own channels, the better. All right? Really. Stop taking the bait. Stop acting like a fool, because that's the thing. The more I act like a fool, that gives them more fodder. Let me tell you, they're upset because in the last couple of months, I actually have stopped doing things such as sitting here and doing the dumb e-begging shit that I was doing so excessively. I stopped doing it, and they're mad about that. Damn, that's what we used to have. That was our best ammo. Now we can't. What do you say?
What
now
do
we
I
gotta
do?
really, you know, grasp at the fucking straws, right? To really fucking say negative shit about them. They don't like that. They want me to act like an idiot every day. They really would have loved for me tonight to take the bait from these people. Oh, talk about your bankruptcy and talk about that. No, stupid. I'm not wasting my time on that anymore. I'm just not. I mean, I have many positive things to talk about moving forward. I don't have time for your nonsense, you know. And they don't like that. He didn't take the bait anymore. He's not doing it anymore. No. So let them be at each other's throats, and, you know, I don't care about anything they say and do. I don't want to know their names, you know. The less I know, the better, because they're completely meaningless to me. Willow, you have a good night. I appreciate that. And Purple Pickled and another super chat says, I'm starting to think maybe you don't care about them. Yeah, well, you know, sometimes I have to say something about 90, 100, 127 times before it sinks in with some people, I guess, right? Brother. Anyway. All right, guys, so we're winding down for the night. If anyone else has any questions, any other concerns, last chance, because we have the last few minutes of the stream tonight. If you'd like to talk about anything important or just want to dick around and ask me something silly, last chance to do so before I adjourn for the night. I would say this has been a fun stream for me, even though we didn't get to play Street Fighter. It is what it is. By the way, my head itches. I'm wearing this hat like my head is starting to itch. Today's been incredibly slow. Carlos says, good stream. Can't wait for Oblivion tomorrow. Yeah, I honestly don't know what to expect with Oblivion. I just don't. I guess we're going to see tomorrow. I hope you guys are going to be here for Oblivion to help me with it, because I get the feeling it's going to be just like Morrowind. There's going to be a million things I don't get, and I'm going to need your help to understand it. So I hope you'll be here for it. When will I do another Call of Duty multiplayer stream? Because I was a fan of the multiplayer. You guys were not a fan, though. Like, when I was doing the Call of Duty multiplayer, people were strongly saying it wasn't entertaining, it wasn't fun, because I wasn't engaging with the audience. And everything, you know, the engagement, the support actually supported that feedback. As soon as I started playing Warzone, and it became more about, hey, we can interact, we can talk while I'm trying to survive, and then we can do interactive bounties and things, all of a sudden, it just exploded in popularity, and you guys seem to like that way more, right? So, I get it that some people like the standard multiplayer. I do too. But if the feedback overall is, we like Warzone, keep doing Warzone, why am I going to go back to standard multiplayer, right? And I do believe that doing Warzone and regular multiplayer is too much. Doing it at the same time, that's too much Call of Duty. That's like Call of Duty overload, right? Do I know how to swim? I know the basics of swimming, but I haven't done it in so long, I don't even know if I'd be able to do it. I probably could figure it out in a few minutes again. It's not hard. Swimming is quite easy. Most people float. You can float if you just know what you're doing. It's about surface area, right? It's literally about surface area. You have to create a large surface area and enough motion, and you stay afloat. It's not a big deal. I think some people just don't understand the basics of buoyancy. So they get confused, and they suck right to the bottom of the water. It's like, how did that happen?
I'm very confused.
How did you manage to sink? It wasn't that hard. You know, it's like, you just move a little bit in the water, you stay afloat. Some people just, like, I think they're afraid of water and stuff, right? It never really was a big deal to me.
Retard? I have to ask.
You know, I always thought that it was kind of easy and cool to figure out. You know, you keep your arms, you kick your legs a little bit, and now you're moving. You're like, oh, this is cool. The motion of the ocean, right, is nice. And you go and you do your backstroke. It's easy to kick your legs while you do your backstroke, and now you're moving. You get some exercise. It's feeling good. It's cool to swim. Swimming is fun. I haven't done it in a million years, but I liked it when I used to do it. So I probably would really enjoy doing it again. Purple Pickle did a super chat. This was fun. I love constant good vibes. Recipes to your Gunner glasses. It was only for tonight. Because, again, when you're doing Q&A, the Gunner glasses aren't going to work. For gameplay, they work fine. Why am I going to wear Gunner glasses when I'm not even playing a game? It's pretty stupid now. All right. Thank you for the super chats tonight, Purple Pickle. Change your name, by the way. Okay. Let's see here. What else? Overpower Boone says, a shorts tip. The punchline should be early in the short, like the first 10 to 20 seconds. Your last short had the gulag time limit at the very end of 1 minute. Shorts are for instant gratification. Fair enough. And you know, funny enough, someone sent me an example of that very gulag thing. I'm not kidding you. Someone overnight said, here's how it would be a little better, you know, with some editing. So here's what they did. They took my face cam. That was the top half of the YouTube short. They took the bottom half, which was the gulag, and all it was me killing the guy, and you could see me on face cam saying, yeah, Gulag King, what? There was a time limit? And then it ended. And it was perfect. And I was like, wow, that's cool. So if we can do that kind of shorts moving forward, that could actually get me some attention on YouTube. The problem is I can't do those. I don't have an editor. I don't have the capability to do that shit. So again,
Special delivery.
people were saying fan-made stuff, right?
Special delivery.
You know, there's ever channels out there that was fan-made stuff. If people wanted to do that kind of fan-made stuff, that would help this channel a ton. To have fan-made shorts and stuff that I could put out there and get other people to notice the channel, I think that that would be amazing help. But sadly, I just don't have the know-how, nor do I have the means or the capability to do that kind of stuff. You know, if any fan, wanted to work on something like that, perhaps. But sadly, it's nothing I can do. Hair of the Dog did a super chat. Any interest in revisiting Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic? No, because we already played it several years ago. What was it, 3 years ago now? And, hold on. But I never played the sequel, so maybe I'll play the sequel. And apparently they're doing a remake, and I'd be interested in the remake, but I'm not going to play the original again. Let's see here. Hold on. The Scrub, did it tip the dollar? Are you ever going to play Marvel vs. Capcom or Injustice on stream again? I would absolutely love to play classic versus games on stream. 1,000,000%. I would love to do that. Marvel vs. Capcom 1, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter, just Marvel Superheroes in general. All those games are great, and I absolutely loved playing them in arcades, and I loved playing them emulated on PC years later, in tournaments and stuff, and I would absolutely love to play those for you today. The problem is there's no viable way to do it. The last time, Marvel Origins Collection or something like that it was called, and it was like, I think that was Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter and then Marvel vs. Capcom 1 sold together as a 2-pack with online capabilities, and I played it like over a decade ago. I think it was like 2011 it came out or something like that. I think I played it on my DSP Street Fighter channel. I loved it. I would love to play that today with direct capture. It would look a lot better. That game I could play like endlessly. Marvel vs. Capcom 1. Oh my god, it's so fun. But there's no comp for it. That's the problem. Would you like to go back and play this retro fighting game? Yes. Can I? No. There's no community for it. No one's playing that stuff on console. As we already talked about tonight, I can't play Fightcade or stuff on PC. It's got to be console, and there's no console gameplay for that. I would never even find anyone if I was looking, right? So, it sucks. Would I love to play those classics? Yes. Is it viable to do so? No. It would be great if someone would release a modern collection of all of those. The Modern Versus Collection. That would be X-Men Children of the Atom, Marvel Superheroes, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom 1. That collection right there would be an outstanding collection, and then have online capability for them. Dude, that would be so fucking sweet. But someone's got to do it, and right now, no one's really working on that kind of stuff. I Suck Toes, thanks for the super chat. No, I'm not going to say you blew it. Sorry. What's my favorite Mexican food? I don't necessarily have a favorite Mexican food. I like different things from Mexican restaurants, but I don't have like one thing that's my go-to. I'm actually filming private patron react videos Sunday night. Because people are saying, when's that happening? Sunday night. Oh, yeah? Knights of the Old Republic 2 is the best one. The story is amazing. I did not know that. I don't know the story of Knights of the Old Republic 2. I played Knights of the Old Republic back in 2019. I finished in 2020. So it was, okay, yeah. I remember that. It was right before COVID. It was literally right before COVID. I remember that. If someone made me a statue of me, but it was bronze instead of gold, would I be insulted? No, because gold is not good. You don't want a statue in gold. Gold tarnishes. Gold is actually, it looks nice, but gold is not durable. Bronze is like,
Ziggy Piggy
when I think of statue, I think bronze. I really do. I think statue in bronze makes more sense. Just clean it so it doesn't oxidize with that green shit. We don't want the fucking Statue of Liberty going on. Okay? Hand clean that shit. Extreme Machine says Disney made licensing for digital products difficult. The only reason Arcade 1UP got to do it is because they classed their products as toys instead of video games. Wow. Now I'm too far to the right. What? I'm too far to the right on the webcam? I look dead center to me. Don't I look? I look dead center. Really? Maybe I did kick the stand, but I thought I fixed it. Would I be interested in a Battlefront 3 if they made it? I mean, yeah, but I have no confidence it would be good. The last two sucked. Natsu Eli says Gum Gum Pistol. and re-up their membership for tonight. Thank you, Gum Gum Pistol, I almost said. Thank you, Natsu Eli, for the re-upping of your membership. I appreciate that. Okay. Yes, the Statue of Liberty is made of copper, and then it oxidized, and that's why it's green. That's what I mean. I don't want no green statue of me. I don't care. No one's going to make a fucking statue of me. What, are you crazy? They would never do that. You're out of your mind. Anyway. An anonymous tipper tipped me $1. Oblivion plays a lot more like Skyward than Morrowind. Basically, in Oblivion, you can wander around aimlessly until you find a cool quest. All the monsters and loot are level with you. You won't stumble upon a cave and get obliterated like you could in Morrowind. My problem is going to be... excuse me. My problem is going to be all the outdated conventions. Like, I know for a fact the weapons wear out and break. I know that there's that weird favor system where you have to bribe or you have to say like the right thing to a person to get their affinity up for you in order to even to get them to tell you about a quest and shit. I hate that. I really hate that. And I feel like it's going to be like pulling teeth trying to do this shit. You guys are really going to have to help me with this game tomorrow to understand everything, to do it right, or else I'm going to lose my brain. You know, I'm going to lose my mind trying to do shit, right? Okay. All right. Are we good? Just find a charm spell and you're good. Wow. Well, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow, Oblivion begins. All right, guys. That's going to be it for tonight. Thank you. Great interactive stream. I had fun chilling with all of you. I hope that you enjoyed the stream, chilling with me. You know, sometimes things don't go according to plan. This is my fault. I miscalculated. I forgot about the PS Plus situation. I certainly was not going to drop money for us to play one night and then get, like, no matches. But I hope that you guys enjoyed the stream regardless. Jade, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for chilling with me tonight. Thanks to everyone who chilled with me tonight. Attendance was good for a random Q&A stream. Engagement was great. Support was great. Everything was great. Thank you. Again, this is what I keep saying to you guys. I now have confidence that no matter what I do, we have a good time and everything works out. It doesn't matter if I'm playing a game. It doesn't matter if we're just chilling, if we're doing Q&A, if we're cleaning out my closet. It doesn't matter. You guys are a great audience, and you guys are a positive, fun group to hang out with, and it allows me to have fun no matter what we're doing. So I knew tonight, as soon as that booted up, and I was like, oh, I don't have PS Plus. I was like, you know what? No sweat. We're going to have a good night tonight regardless. I just knew it, and I really appreciate that, guys. Okay? Guitar Player did a super chat. Knights of the Old Republic 2 was made by Obsidian Entertainment. Oh. Interesting. I like Obsidian. Take that as you will. Okay. Guys, thank you for a great stream. Have a good night. See you tomorrow. Well, see you next time. Okay, guys. I stopped recording for YouTube. That's it for tonight. Great audience tonight. You guys are really cool. I really appreciate you all chilling with me. And thanks. Now, let us get ready for tomorrow. The daily rap. I'm gonna actually rap tonight. I'm gonna do a musical rap for everyone. Yo,
all right,
yo,
so Game
yo.
Horn is
what
awesome.
A day. Let's talk about it. Hippie-ki, yeah. No, forget it. I already forget it. That was terrible. What I will do is get this larger again. I don't know where to put the webcam for Oblivion, honestly. I guess I'll put it upper right for now, but I have no idea if that's a good place for it or not. Also, I think for Oblivion, I'll do all red. Because Oblivion has the Oblivion gates. And doesn't everyone associate, like, red with the Oblivion gates? So maybe we'll do, like, all red coloration for Oblivion for tomorrow. I don't know if I should put it at the bottom of the top, though. I guess we'll have to figure that out live, because I don't remember where, like, the heads-up display is for the game or anything. Here you go. So we'll roll with this. All right? And we'll see if this looks good for tomorrow. And if not, we could also always just change the color scheme. But, guys, thank you. Great streaming day today. Have a good night. I'll see you in the morning for Oblivion. And tomorrow night for Resident Evil 1 Remake Conclusion. Peace out. Later, guys.
Miserable. Just miserable.
Do you want to play the fucking game?
Shit.
You are now rocking with Digital Sis.
fucking piece of shit cocksucker. Mark my fucking words. I'm coming for you. I'm gonna find out who the fuck you are. You motherfucker. You are fucked. Let this be noticed live on the internet. You're fucked. And you are done.